NBA champion Miami Heat, home of the five-time national champion Miami Hurricanes, and Miami Hurricanes basketball.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less than a Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at DoralKia, DoralKia.com. Starting with Canes Hoops, we'll be heading to St. Louis as a 7th seed to play the 10th seed Missouri in the NCAA tournament. The game will be on Friday with tip-off at 10:10, and the game can be heard right here on WQIM. Over to the Panthers, who fell to Seattle 6-2. The Cats will now head to Vancouver tomorrow night. To baseball, the USA clinched a spot in the final of the World Baseball Classic with a 2-1 win over the Dominican. Italy will play Venezuela tonight at Lone Depot Park in the other semifinal with the first pitch at 8. The Marlins will continue spring training against the Blue Jays. Their first pitch is at 1:10 from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. And the Hurricanes dropped 2 of 3 to Duke over the weekend. Miami will head across town to play FIU on Wednesday night. And in tennis, Joe, the Miami Open officially underway with qualifying at Hard Rock Stadium. Let's go.
Oh, man, I got to tell you, it's going to be a lot of fun for all us tennis heads out there. This thing finally going to get going. I was out there yesterday, and there had to be – it was a qualifying day, but it was the opening of the tournament. There'd be 15 to 20,000 people out there in rain, and it rained nonstop. I mean, yesterday for that drought, we tried to make up for it in one day. It was that kind of day. By the way, what a day. What a day and night for sports in South Florida. And I'll go right to last night, just wrapping it up. The World Baseball Classic. And look, I enjoyed everything. We had the finals at Indian Wells yesterday and watching that, and then watching last 3 or 4 holes at the Players' Championship was phenomenal. And then sitting back, and I'm still wide awake and watching that World Baseball Classic. Just an unbelievable game. I got a little different take on everything than a lot of people. I thought it was great. The defensive plays, the dominant pitching at time, and the Dominicans end up with that loaded friggin' team. And by the way, the pitching for Dominican Republic was fantastic. They had 15 strikeouts, that pitching staff. It was unbelievable. Almost 37,000 there. You can't put any more people in there. They couldn't have stuffed more people in that thing last night. It had the atmosphere of a Game 7 World Series, Toronto and Dodgers. It really did. It felt like, except it seemed to be pretty much a split crowd. For anybody that was there last night could text us and let us know. So the game's 2-1. And I watched most of it this morning. Got up for what I couldn't stay awake for. Sometimes I can only make it so long here. But so USA wins it 2-1, and the controversy is the umpires missed a couple of strikes, bad calls, with 2 strikes and some Dominican players. Soto was one of them. We're upset, and they're saying that's why they lost. That's not why they lost the game. Listen, man, that first of all, the second one that ended the game, to me, you got to be swinging at that, man. I don't know. When I was a kid, they used to tell you anything close with 2 strikes. Maybe that's changed because these guys think they know the strike zone so well. But why would you leave? And listen, it dropped below the line. I know that. I saw the breaking pitch. But I think, man, for this thing in baseball now, a couple of inches and the line shows it and puts a lot of pressure on the umpire, number one. But number two, to that to even be one of the stories behind the game, the 2-1 game. How about all the runners, Dominican Republic, with 0 outs or 1 out, left runners on second base and couldn't figure out either poor base running or couldn't get guys over, or guys just struck out. I mean, I just listen. There was a bunch of great defensive plays by both teams last night. Really, just Julio Rodriguez jumps over the fence in center field and robs Judge. And when he hit it, I thought he hit it a country mile. I thought it was going to be like a 450-foot shot, but kind of watching a guy goes up just perfectly. One of the great young players in baseball catches it. Judge throws a guy out. Those just I didn't realize how good Judge's arm was till the throw he made to third base. Just I don't know, was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball on a line from right field to third base. Just phenomenal. But it was that kind of way. Witt made some plays at shortstop. It was just great stuff. Really was. And knocking the ball down so it didn't get through. Runners getting held up. They weren't sure if the ball was going to get over the shortstop's head or not. It was just that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I'm just, after the game, some of the Dominican Republic players are saying everybody knows who's the better team. I mean, that's just I get the frustration and the passion for the game, and that's what made it so great. So I'm not taking anything away from, but there are great defensive plays every way possible. There really was. There's some great pitching. Nothing was easy last night. It was, they both were loaded with great players, loaded across the board. I mean, you're a manager. You got to make a decision on who to play and who's the best matchup as you're getting ready to face those two starting pitchers last night, Severino and Skeens. Listen, those guys, that's some big-time stuff last night. But I'm not going to sit and blame the loss of that game. I see this headline on ESPN, and I go, wow, I got to see it. I got to see it. And I was like, okay, the one was a little low. No question about it. Guy, it was on Soto. But the one at the end of the game, man, you got to be swinging. You got to be swinging. This thing, I love every geek out there that's like, see that? It's below. When that ball's breaking and drops.
Call them geeks, man.
Because you guys, that's all you. I'm talking to you, basically.
The pitch miss, yes, they do teach the kids to swing if it's close on a full count.
I just and I get they're professional hitters and they got great eye, and I listen to that with Barry Bonds, got the greatest eye. He never swings a bad pitch.
That was a good eye. The pitch missed by a decent enough amount. But
I don't think the second one did.
Definitely missed. I mean, it's not really. There's no debate.
But that can't be the reason you lost the game.
No, well, it's the reason you struck out at the end.
It's not the reason you lost. There's no guarantee. How many runners you got to have on second base? That's runners on second base late in that game, 1 out. Get a hit. Fight away.
I'm with you, but,
I'm not going to say, you're going to sit here and blame it 2-1, then you're going to sound really stupid if you're going to use that as a reason they lost that 2-1 game last night, Dominican Republic.
I mean, it's the reason the guy struck out at the end.
So what? Is there a guarantee that he's going to hit a home run?
The next guy might strike out. It's not a guarantee, but it's why the game ended. I watched it live. I thought
great. Let me tell you. Let me hear what you had to say.
I just thought the pitch, I thought it was low, which it was.
Because that's where it was. I saw the pitch live, and then I see it. I saw what you saw. That it was. I think this line thing's a disaster. I think this thing they're putting in baseball.
I'm with you.
Because now you're putting umpires. So now the umpire is going to be.
Well, that umpire too has been calling that all game, right? He'd calling it. So
everybody's got a different strike zone. That's true.
But you're right, though. That is the issue with having that on the screen because it.
So now they're saying, well, the next World Baseball Classic will be that will hopefully catch up with baseball. Maybe it will. But that's not, to me, for anybody after that game, when you have opportunities in different things, it's like a call at the end of a football game. That's why we lost. No, it's not like you had 10 penalties. You had 120 yards.
People don't do that.
But it's just
last play,
it's just weak.
The plays at the end.
It's weak in sports when we go to one call at the end of a game.
Which just happened to be the most consequential call the whole game.
All right. Well, you're the same guy who does this, I guess, during football season, late in the game. Okay. I just want to make sure.
But you realize that, but that was the call that
I got to tell you, when coaches get in meetings, they go, hey, man, we had a lot of great opportunities. And you go back and watch that game. If you're a Dominican fan, you go back and watch, and you can scream about that call being low, the two of them.
It's like when the guy has the drop on the fourth down play at the end of the game, right?
It's the only drop they remember?
Yeah, because it's the most consequential play of the game.
I get it. When you're going back to tight end for the Ravens, his drop with Lamar Jackson in the thing, I
wasn't outraged by the strike call yesterday.
But I look so I go to ESPN. I go to ESPN and I look and they got
the pitch tracker US there on the screen.
No, let me finish. US got US U.S. wins 2-1, knocks out Dominican. And then, like, third story is, but controversial strike calls. I was like, what?
Well, it was a controversial call.
All right, whatever, you Woody. We can go back and forth on this, whatever.
Nothing to go back and forth about. It was a controversial. I mean, people saw it one way. Some people, I guess, saw it another.
I thought Soto's was really low.
Okay.
First one. Second one, hey, man, into the game.
It's a big call.
Breaking pitch. It's gonna break. It's gonna be close. I just think you got to be swinging. That's all. You can't lose a game with the bat on your shoulder. I don't know. Maybe these guys that are up this morning and baseball world's here. I thought it was a great game. I am not going to take away from all the great plays, especially not even the hitting last night, because it was a 3 solo home run game, but it was the defense of that game. These guys were making unbelievable plays. Like I said, I mentioned a couple of them. Guys jumping over the fence, throwing rockets from right field to perfect throws to third base. Some of the shortstop play, knocking the ball down so it didn't get out into the outfield. He kept it where they couldn't get advance an extra base. Just huge plays in that game. Was it Bobby Witt Jr.? He struck out. He went for the hat trick with strikeouts last night, but my God, defensively, he was unbelievable. Some of the plays he made. Anyway, so that took place. That'll have a lot for baseball talk that we may not have a lot during Marlins baseball season, but
that's why we need real umpires, man. Gives you a little something to talk about, right? A little controversy.
Oh, listen, man, this does this.
I don't want the robot umps with those squares.
I just feel like we're back in football season again, a tight ball game, and we're going back to
every sport.
Was it a catch or no catch? And
yeah, that's every sport, though, and that's what makes these sports fun.
It's always football, and now it looks like but it's going to be baseball
it is
now
in football.
But the baseball thing now, I'm not going to do it all year to myself. I can see my blood pressure. I am not going to sit and by the way, they get their calls, so I shouldn't even say it because they're going to be able to overturn them if it's outside that line, and they would have had that system in last night. So, but I hate it, man. The umpires, how'd you like to do that now? That's your job. Like,
it's tough, man.
Hey, you're behind home plate tonight. Shit. Really? I didn't say it. I just almost half said it. Oh, crap. Is it my turn? I don't want, oh my gosh. And this guy's got nasty stuff. Oh, this guy's hard, man. His stuff moves. It's
what makes it's what makes sports fun, right? It's human error.
Well,
you got human
I used
officials,
to think,
human players.
Yeah,
it's all good.
I grew up in a time of human error. Nobody, I guess,
good.
But now it's like, hey, we think we can get this thing 100% right. See how you umpires do. We got the little box, and if it's outside, oh, it's touching the box. That's a strike. Oh, did you see that? 2/3 of the ball is in. Oh boy, they're gonna be. By the way, gonna be a lot of balls that we're gonna question and review. They're gonna be on the inside of that line, on the outside of that line. How much of the ball's on that line? What a crappy topic all year that could be, man. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on here, man, this morning. Besides,
what a finish!
What a finish! It was just such a great game. It was a great game. It was great. The passion of the game.
Whole tournament's been very, very good.
Has. I watched Italy. I got like choked up. I'm not even Italian. I don't have any Italian in me.
we need Ohtani back. That was the only sad part.
I was trying to. Yeah, that's right. The Japanese. That was the sad. Japanese getting knocked out, man. Yeah. My favorites to win the whole thing.
Didn't get a whole lot of help there. Huh?
No, he didn't. He hit a home run. He says, "Hey, where's my guys, man? Where's my guys?" Venezuela's got a good team, man. Venezuela has another loaded team. I don't know.
They got a lot of good bats on that team.
It ain't as close as that group last night for Dominican Republic.
No, but I'll tell you, I don't think anyone hits the ball harder than that dude, that Ohtani.
Oh,
man, is he fun.
We don't question whether his are barely going out or not. They end up on the grass, man. Right?
Did you see that home run? So they were down 1-0. I was like, it was the first inning. He goes up the bat and he hits it. He immediately turns to his bench. He gives them the like calm down, we're okay thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, listen,
pretty awesome.
Man. He's clearly best like he is when he goes home to LA. when he goes to Japan, he looks at everybody and goes, I'm the best player. Now let's go play. Don't worry about anything. Let's go. All right, so we got set. We got the Canes, great Canes news over the weekend. Woody and I were talking yesterday. Well, all right, Woody, what's going to be a 6 or 7 seed? And it was a 7 seed. Woody called it in the West region, and they'll face number 10 seed Missouri Friday in St. Louis. Wow, Coach Lucas, 25-8 on the season. Get a win and obviously get knocked out of the tournament with by a very good Virginia team that's playing really good basketball. And so that's take place. We'll get you caught up on all our state schools and the number 1 seeds and everything else. We got a little football news from John Eric Sullivan, and that show continues. We've got a lot of different things going on. Heat lose, and boy, it's weird. So they end up losing to Magic. You're going to lose sooner or later. Got a nice 7 straight wins before that loss, but cannot beat the Orlando Magic. I did not realize the Orlando Magic 5-0 against the Miami Heat. How about that? And so they hit the road. And they got some tough games coming up. Heat at the Hornets tomorrow, Lakers at home, and then go to the Rockets. And by the way, Lakers playing pretty well. You think LeBron, are the big three all going to play when they come down here?
LeBron usually goes out the night before, right, and then decides the day of.
I don't know. It is weird to see.
This might be it, by the way.
I got to tell you, this new LeBron and his – like, it's Luka's team.
Oh, it's definitely Luka's
like
team.
At the end of the game, at the end of the game, Luka hits this phenomenal shot. I mean,
this, I hate to do this to people, but this could be it if you want to see LeBron. Right?
Maybe.
He still plays at a high level, which is freakish.
Yeah, he does. No, I still love
but
to have
I don't
him on
know,
your
man.
team.
I mean, how much longer can you go?
I don't know. He dove for a ball the other night. Apparently, he sees this as a chance to. They got a chance to be the 3 seed in a very tough West right now.
Well, you got a guy in
right
Luka
back
that
in it.
Took the Mavericks to the finals, right? So I think LeBron probably realizes this is his shot, but
right.
I just don't know how much longer the guy can go.
It is just weird that you see Luka taking that shot, and there's no question. He ain't even looking at the other 2 guys. He's like, oh, hell no. I'm going one-on-one unless they double me and get me. And the second guy did come over, and he goes, stop this little. I'm going to stop and fade away. Nice shot. Anyway, all right, we've got to go to break here, Woody. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Man, I'm sorry to get on that whole thing to start this thing. I was like, oh, man, I'm not going to sit here and listen. That great game, and I hope not everybody's going to sit and talk about the umpire making 2 bad calls on called third strikes. I just hope everybody saw the great game and realized there's some guys struck out with runners in scoring position, swinging the bat in that game. Hey, I want to tell you about your South Florida Chevy dealers, man. It's Chevy Truck Month, and it is a great time to get yourself that brand new truck you've been thinking about. Now, listen, I get it with Chevy Truck Month. It's about the Chevy Silverado. It's about the Colorado. We got a truck absolutely perfect for your lifestyle. Whether you choose a heavy duty or light duty, dependability always comes standard. And if you're getting up this morning, listening to us early in the morning, getting that first coffee down, and you're going, hey, man, I need a truck, and I'm looking for a truck right now that not only works 5 days a week, but I work on the weekends to get these jobs done a little earlier. Yeah, I work a 6th and 7th day. And you know what? I depend on my truck. It's a big part of my life, and I need something as durable as I am every day for my family. Well, you're going to get that truck when you go to your South Florida Chevy dealer. Silverados are fantastic. Doesn't matter what kind of truck you're looking for. They make it for you. And by the way, it's not just a working truck, but it's also having a little fun on the weekend. That's right. For the weekend warrior, pulling a boat across 17th Street Causeway in Fort Lauderdale or towing jet skis to Miami Beach. Check out all those beautiful ladies with the family. You'll feel confident and in command with loads of power, capability, and advanced camera tech. So what are you waiting for? 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. You're going to fall in love at your South Florida Chevy dealer.
And the Canes are in the NCAA tournament. All the details here. Heat and Panthers played over the weekend. We've got the latest. New Dolphins quarterback Malik Willis met the media. He says he's glad to be reunited with Dolphins GM John Eric Sullivan and coach Jeff Hafley.
There's a lot of great reasons to be here. I mean, those two guys are the biggest ones, in my opinion, as far as what I see this organization and this team becoming. I can't see the future, but all I know is they're going to put in the work each and every day just as well as I will try to do the same.
We'll always have the latest on the Fins. The Marlins host the Blue Jays in a spring training game today. Meaningful Monday, March 16th. On FM 104.3 WQAM. And always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
560 WQAM conducts contests from time to time, on air, online, and on site. You can find complete rules for all contests on our website, WQAM.com/rules.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Loctite Impact, South Florida's top-rated impact windows, doors, and roofing provider with thousands of 5-star reviews. AM 560 Sports WQAM conducts contests from time to time, on air, online, and on site. You can find complete rules for all contests on our website, WQAM.com/rules.
Hey, Joe Rose here. When anxiety or depression starts to feel like too much, sometimes the most powerful step is stepping away to a place that feels safe, private, and genuinely comforting. Recovery Unplugged's mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale offers a beautiful, peaceful setting where you can focus fully on healing with expert clinical care, innovative treatments like ketamine therapy, and a musical-based approach that helps people reconnect. They accept most major insurance plans. Learn more at recoveryunplugged.com or call 954-737-4508. Recovery Unplugged. Heal out loud.
Baseball is back. Opening night is one exclusive game, and it's live on Netflix. On Wednesday, March 25th, the New York Yankees, led by 7-time All-Star Aaron Judge, head to the Bay Area to face Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. A brand new way to watch Major League Baseball, and it all starts here. MLB opening night, Yankees vs. Giants, live on Netflix, Wednesday, March 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic. And if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition. GLP-1s, PDA, and more. Our low-T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit includes blood work and a medical consult, and if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
These therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Some of the luckiest deals in town are waiting for you at Toyota of Hollywood. Get Shamrock shaking savings on over 2,000 Toyotas, including Camry, Tacoma, Tundra, RAV4, Highlander, and Land Cruiser. Celebrate the luck of the Irish with a 2025 pre-owned Corolla LE, not $24,000, $17,988 for a Toyota Corolla. Plus, you'll save a pot of gold with 0% APR financing for 72 months, 0 down. And if you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say, yes, you're approved. Follow the rainbow at our magical showroom, and you'll experience why we're the #1 volume Toyota dealer. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight. Tax tag registration. 33126.
Traffic on WQAM is sponsored by Lexus of Kendall and Lexus of West Kendall. Your home for the best price on luxury. Now featuring the all-new Lexus TX 3-row SUV. In stock and on sale now. Call 305-KENDALL today.
Road flooding conditions affecting your commute this morning. Traveling in Miami-Dade. The traffic report is brought to you by the casino at Dania Beach, sitting I-95 headed northbound as you approach the Dolphin Expressway. It is affecting a left lane. Be careful as you approach. And traffic building this morning along Florida's Turnpike and northbound between Biscayne Drive and Coral Reef Drive. That's traffic. I'm Alia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey iHeart.
Joe, I have some good news for people here this morning. At some point today, we will be giving away tickets for Marlins opening night. We'll have those for you.
I got to tell you, man, that's going to be
up, man. Right,
it's going to be a good one, man.
March 27th against the Rockies.
We got the Stowers bobblehead, first 25,000 fans. We got fireworks out. I mean, they're loading up, man. They are loading up. Going to have a bobblehead of their best player. And hopefully he can stay healthy all season, see what he can do, man. He was just on fire after the into the All-Star break, and then got injured and missed a bunch of games late in the season. But, man, that's going to be great. Good stuff there, Woody. Good teaser, too, with that special Friday night game under the lights. 7:10 start. Might as well get right to it. The Fighting Fish face the Colorado Rockies. The first 25,000 fans through the gates will receive first ever Marlins opening day bobblehead featuring Kyle Stowers, presented by ADT. And that's not it. Bring the kids, because they're going to stay out late and enjoy the fireworks. They're going to have it all for you, from the first pitch to the final fireworks. This will be an opening day like we've never had here. Just go to marlins.com/opening day. Now, it's going to have trouble matching that game last night. There have been some great games, man. I got to tell you, that game with Italy, I couldn't turn that thing off.
Yeah, I mean, these have been special games, man. They've been very fun.
And I was getting a lesson in, like, where are all these Italian guys from? You know, you realize a lot of them obviously playing in Major League Baseball, but that's great. And then we got this game coming up with, Venezuela and Italy. And here we go again. So, big crowds. It's been great for baseball here. Yes, baseball people do like baseball here, although I think this was a lot of people coming into town. I think a lot of Dominicans from the New York area came down here. Huge population up there. I think a few Dominicans flew over, and we got Dominicans that live down here. I can't even imagine the amount of Venezuelans going to be at that game. There'll be a few Italian Americans go to that game. But there are going to be a lot of Venezuelans. I believe that, not to hit the communities, but that Doral area and the Weston area will have a lot of fans there. I've noticed more. Have you noticed, Woody, being out? A lot of Dominican and Venezuelan hats are great-looking hats that I see out, and I saw during the weekend when it wasn't raining. Whew. Well, I'll tell you what, we tried to make up for it, folks, with the amount of rain we got yesterday. That was a wet one, man.
Getting it out of the way so you can get your tennis tournament in here.
Well,
man.
Then rain it today again if you have to, if you can dry it up before we start getting into
how we looking, by the way? Who do we got?
All right, so
here?
Joker's out. Let's Joker's out.
Okay.
Djokovic not going to be here. I watch his match, and I was watching, and I said, "Uh-oh."
Not 100%.
No, he was hurting, and I go, 38 years old, still about trying to win one more major for the guy. He won't be playing down. He may come down here and hang out a little bit because he does like hanging out down here, but he won't be playing. We've seen this before. So Novak Djokovic is out of the tournament, but Sabalenka, oh my God, what a great match. And Sinner and Medvedev had a great match yesterday, 2 tiebreakers. Sinner wins both of them, so he wins straight sets. But Sinner looks great. Alcaraz actually loses to Medvedev. Medvedev, who lost his mojo, has got it back and is playing great. It's going to be fun. It is. We'll be telling you a lot about the tournament, but it's soon we get some good weather. Whether you're going to hang out on the outside, we do a little walking around. Like say you get off work at 10 o'clock and you want to be out there by 11 o'clock for the start of the matches. I mean, if that was your schedule, you could go out there and catch a little lunch out there and hang out.
It's a good run of events we've had down here, by the way.
Oh, my God. Right.
And we still got F1 to come.
World Baseball Classic, F1, tennis. We're seeing it all, man. You're right. It is a great
Very
time.
well-rounded town here.
And then on top of that, we got some basketball. We got to fill out the brackets. This is where
you a bracket guy?
I am, but total fraud because I got to listen to all those guys. And
I don't think most people have seen a lot of the teams play. You don't have to worry about that.
No, I am guilty, but at least I'm open about the fact that I'm going to fill them out. I know it's a long shot. I am that secretary that never watches. It's just doing it because I want to get in the action. Not quite that, but I do cheat because they're going to have those shows tonight on who these guys like when they go through it. And I'm going to watch one of those shows. And I'm going to decide which of those guys I trust the most to do these, that have watched and talk about these guys and sit in and do those shows at halftime and before the game.
Then you'll pick Duke to win it all.
I don't think I am.
No,
Duke has not looked great in the last 2. Florida State had them.
And
Virginia didn't. Virginia gave them hell. I don't think
Virginia's really good, though.
They are.
As
Virginia,
we saw.
Yeah, Virginia's got a nice team. Hey, were you surprised? Speaking of that, Virginia came in a 3 seed. You and I thought it was going to be most likely a 3 seed. North Carolina, Louisville, both a 6 seed. I didn't think Louisville would be a 6 seed.
There seems to be.
I don't know what they're
bias towards some of these teams. Maybe because they're more recognizable college basketball names. There does seem to be a bias.
Yeah. Well, listen,
right?
I just didn't quite understand it, but I don't know what their schedule was, and they maybe had better wins against better opponents. But
I think Miami did just fine, and I love Miami's matchup.
You do like Missouri?
So people are upset because it's a home game.
It is
for those
2 hours
guys,
away
essentially,
from
which is like whatever. It's fine, and there'll be a crowd.
5 on 5. It's 5 on 5 when they get on the court.
I'm not really overly concerned about that. I mean, if I had my choice, I wouldn't be the last game at 10:10 on Friday night, just selfishly. But I love the matchup. If you look at Missouri, like they do have a couple of decent wins, but they've been blown out a lot. They lost by like 50 points to Illinois earlier this year. Like they have some serious blowouts on there. So I like this matchup for Miami. Missouri's like a shady SEC team that didn't belong in the tournament. They're like an Auburn type team.
Well, listen, we've got that. We've got UCF going through the state. UCF as a 10 seed, and South Florida, your school gets in as 11 seed.
Yeah, they won the tournament.
And the Florida Gators, no surprise there, man. They got a really good team, a number 1 seed with Duke, Arizona, and Michigan. And by the way, on the women's side, UConn quietly, they don't lose. They went 34-0. They've won 50 straight games. That guy is a friggin' machine.
Gino.
They don't win it every year, but they sure seem like they're damn close to winning it every year. So they go as the number 1 seed with UCLA at 31-1, Texas and South Carolina in the top 4.
You all right? Speaking of coaches, you all right with Bruce Pearl doing these studio shows? Apparently he's still on the Auburn payroll. Like they're still paying him. But are you all right with him on these shows with his son coaching over there and he's screaming like a lunatic about how they should be in? Because I wonder, like, doesn't the committee, and I know they're not watching like the selection show necessarily, but don't they watch these shows?
I think.
To me, it's like.
You know what I think they think of him? I think a lot of people think he's an idiot. I think his show and his background's a little listen, man, I don't want to get into all this stuff.
No, I know, but
I'm
it just
trying
seems like
not
we
to.
always talk about the conflict of interest, like with the owner, like with Brady, and it just seems weird to have a guy that's so
he's
like,
a big
attached to
personality.
his program.
When he
like,
did go back to coaching, he was great, always on ESPN with the big personality and strong opinions. And I think ESPN looks and goes, man, that guy is great for our big. He is. Listen, he is good. He is good at that stuff. But now you bring your kid gets a job, and everybody goes, well, his kid earned the job, and now you're the number one cheerleader, why they should be in, hitting the SEC card and the whole thing. It just, hey, man, I was going to get going on something that happened last week, and I understand, so I'm going to leave it alone on that stuff because everybody gets in trouble for their takes here with former Notre Dame coach that just passed away, and there are a lot of nice things said about him, and that's what you should do.
Yeah, you always say nice stuff when the guy dies.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Or you don't say anything at all. And I didn't say anything at all.
That's good. I noticed that.
I did.
By the way, we our soccer fans an apology here, Joe. The World Cup is coming to town.
Yeah, no, that's good.
We missed that in the.
We didn't miss it. We just didn't get to that.
I was going through the events coming to town, and I
thought you were just talking about like coming up, like right now.
It is coming up, I believe, very soon.
June, isn't it?
Yeah, we're getting close.
But it takes off. You're right.
That'll be a hot ticket.
Oh gosh, I've already got calls from some of my Colombian friends. My tennis Colombian friends out there.
Oh, I was going to say
that
I
are up
which
early.
Colombian friends I was.
No, man, they're going. Hey,
get those tickets.
By the way, now those people, they will come over from Colombia. They will be here for that match.
Yeah,
and we got a lot of Colombians here, but they're going to be great. Those games are going to be unbelievable. You know, when people are complaining about they jack the prices up and everything else, you're like, okay, here we go. That's we got to, hey, man.
I don't know what the deal is with tickets for that. Like, I entered some lottery draw thing that they had, and I never heard back.
I was told by the Dolphins, impossible was the word I heard from the highest sources. When the highest sources said, Joe, it doesn't look good. Hate to bum you out when we try to get you tickets for stuff, but that's going to be
you and Bo sitting.
No, I know. Be a bad look.
Right next to the field.
After I tell you that,
yeah.
No, you don't have to worry. You don't have to
worry.
Bo
a World Cup guy? Like, I know he was big into this World Baseball Classic.
So Bo is promised me that we're going to stop promising people we get tickets.
He's out of the ticket business.
I think he asked me about the World Cup, like he did some other events recently, and I said, dude, just get out of the business. Don't make promises. I know what you're thinking. Because our affiliation with the Dolphins, don't do it, man, because you're going to get yourself, because tickets, the Dolphins don't control tickets when it comes to the World Cup. And I'm finding out the Marlins don't control tickets when it comes to sold out games in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, you found that.
And we got people mad. Everybody, you promised me and you didn't come through. My kid's heartbroken. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that.
They didn't have a fallback plan of like buying tickets?
No,
come
on.
No fallback plan.
Nothing better than free. That's a good point, by the way. It's jump out there and get them.
Sorry, son. Joe didn't come through. You're out.
Yeah, that's a good reason to hate that bastard again. God, that guy is killing us, man. He's killing us.
You try your best, though, with tickets.
Sometimes, man. But, hey, Woody, the best thing to do is just, like, getting called, just say, nah, can't get them. Just, I have not been very good at the ticket thing. Yeah. And then when I do and people tell me I'm going to pay for them and they and then out of nowhere, they hit me with, like, a month later, they say, they were free for you, right? Well, no, I bought them. Oh, I didn't realize you had to do that, man. We would have never done that to you because they're expensive. As in, I'm not going to pay.
So is that an NFL deal that they don't comp tickets? Or is that a Dolphins deal?
Each player gets 2 tickets.
Okay.
Announcers do not get tickets.
Okay.
That's as honest as I can be. My daughter buys tickets, and sometimes I buy her tickets from her.
Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha.
But no, I think everybody thinks when, we all sit around and laugh. Everybody go, hey, can you get me 4 tickets? God, I didn't realize, Tom Brady's going to be playing or Josh Allen's coming to town. Hey, can you get me too? I don't mind paying, but can you get them? And then I think when you tell them, yeah, I'll get them, they're going, oh, they must be free for him. And then when it's time to pay, everybody goes, oh, my God, I didn't realize they're $500.
I
Jeez,
think
I would have never done that.
When people ask you, they are assuming that they are free.
Yes. No, they are.
Yeah.
So anyway, the best thing to do is just go, man,
You're
I can't
out of the
get
business.
tickets. I'm just out. It's just
it's tough.
It's good. It's like asking Moreno. People go, hey, can you get his autograph? I go, don't. You got to get it. It's like every time you're with him going, hey, can you sign this? Like you
do that. You just come with a duffel
just
bag of
can't,
footballs.
yeah,
every
like,
time
hey,
you see
here
him.
I am. Johnny Autograph Head. Here we go. Hey, Chill Zone. I want to talk to you about Chill Zone Air Conditioning Company. That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, the air conditioning companies are going to be busy. It's hot again. But boy, I'll tell you what, you're not real excited about the companies you've been using for air conditioning, huh? So always seems to be somebody's not reliable, not on time, makes promises, can't keep them, tells you need a new air conditioning unit, and you're going, well, I've only had it a few years. Yeah, well, it's shot. Then you have somebody else come out and they fix it, and you're going, what the hell, what were they doing? And then these maintenance programs, you're going, these don't make sense. Like, they're really expensive. And I'm just telling you, you need a little Chill Zone air conditioning. When was the last time you're able to talk to a president of an air conditioning company? That's why I want to tell you about Chill Zone Air Conditioning. I got to tell you, the president of Chill Zone Air Conditioning, Melissa De Verona, is fantastic. She handles all the calls. She sends out the crews, and they do a great job, whether it's getting a new air conditioning unit, being on time for service calls, duct cleaning, or anything else. She's got a lot of reliable, experienced people that have been with her for years and years and years, ready to make sure you have a great experience and there's no surprises at all. That's why I love telling everybody about Chill Zone Air Conditioning. I love the fact they're with us here in the morning to tell you, hey, make sure you tell them you heard 104.3 WQAM, and you were talking to me, and Joe Rose said to give you guys a call, 786-378-2778. That's Chill Zone Air Conditioning. I promise you, they'll take great care of you. Just call Melissa. Get it all set up. You'll have a great experience. Hey, welcome back, and good morning to everybody. Wow, what a weekend of sports going on. My gosh, we didn't get last night. Panthers get beat up by the Kraken 6-2, and not looking good. Not looking good. I believe it's like 11 points out of that last spot, and a lot of guys banged up. But the Heat 7-game winning streak is over. Boy, the one team that has just owned them is Orlando Magic. Beat them all 5 games. I didn't realize it. Beat them all 5 games this year. And so they're obviously still in front of the Heat, and it's tight between a whole bunch of teams there trying to get into that 5 spot, 6 spot, 7 spot. But everybody's trying to get out of that play-in and love to get a 5 or 6 spot, not have to worry about that. Heat at the Hornets tomorrow night. And we got the Miami Open. By the way, looks like the weather looks pretty good, man. We just checked it out. Looks like we're going to get a lot of tennis in there today, man, for nothing like yesterday. I hope whatever it was, man, you know, like you had to cry all day, just get it out of the way, whatever it is you're emotional about. That's what the skies did yesterday. Whew.
Well, I think something's going on, like, in the rest of the country that we might have gotten a little bit of.
Is that what that could have been?
I think so. I think there's like a big snowstorm or something.
Well, there isn't out on the West Coast because those guys were playing tennis yesterday. The last few days, I didn't realize how hot it was out there. And I'm watching these guys who are their conditioning is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Alcaraz ran out of gas. I'm watching.
You guys get nice weather over there, though, right?
So it gets hot out there, but it's dry. It's that humidity's a little different. Give me
a little more comfortable.
Just give me mid-90s and dry growing up in California versus 85 with the humidity super high here. That's you know how that gets during the summer. Although I got to tell you, man, I always say this. Don't be offended by I'm saying this, but I love summers here, man. I love it nice and warm every day. I do. My body just says thank you. My body loves it nice and hot. I do. I love being out in it. And if I got to have afternoon rain, that's okay too. But not for a couple weeks. That'd be great if we could skip that for a while. Anyway, we got, and I got to talk to you before we get into the whole baseball thing, World Baseball Classic. We've got the basketball seeds out for the tournament. The Players' Championship yesterday. There is nothing like the last few holes of somebody trying to hold a lead or trying to make up a shot or two. And the Players' Championship yesterday, which was a big tournament, a lot of money. I think it's a $25 million tournament. The Players' Championship up outside of Jacksonville. Cam Young birdies at 17, the famous island hole. Everybody's seen it for years, and all these great players did it in the water. Well, they tucked that sucker back in the corner. Cam Young rolls one down there, makes birdie on 17, and then on 18 with the water down the left side. If you and by the way, you either go left, if you don't hit it straight and you decide you get safe, you block it a little bit, you're in the trees and you're screwed. Cam Young not only hits a great shot on the par 3, makes the putt, he hits a 375-yard drive, the longest drive of like the year. He hits one on this hole. It's the longest drive of the week at this tournament with all these big hitters. He doesn't get conservative because they're tied up. He and Matt Fitzpatrick are tied. He hits a 375-yard drive with water on one side, the trees on the other. I can't even imagine what that hole feels like when you're hitting it on 18, even though I know these guys hit a zillion shots. Fitzpatrick hits it in the trees. He makes a bogey. Cam Young makes a birdie, and that's it. That's the game. Goes birdie par, and he wins a Players' Championship and a ton of money. I just love the last few holes, man. There's nobody to blame. There's no officials to blame. There's no caddy to blame. There's no clubs to blame. And it is, you throw in the pressure, no matter how many shots you hit for a living, every day working at it. To me, it's the most difficult game to play is golf. I was telling somebody yesterday, Somebody saw me out there and said, "Oh, you don't golf, huh?" And I go, "Nah." I said, "I spent so much money on golf lessons. I just suck every time. After a lesson, within hours, I go back to every bad habit and I can't break it. So instead of frustrate myself, even though I was hanging with some of my buddies, just like hitting grounders when we're playing for money, and I just said, I'm done. I'm done. I have great respect for golf. Woody, and then these guys play these ridiculous golf courses like Arnie's course last week and the Players Championship this week. And to see what Cam Young did, man, all that pressure, a stroke back on that par 3 to hit it that close. I mean, he's got to get it in there. He knows, he's got to make that shot up. And then what he did on that drive on 18 was phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Anyway, we've got more stuff to get to here, man. We didn't even get to the highlight of the night, the World Baseball Classic last night, and all that hype with the Dominican lineup and the United States line. It lived up to every friggin' bit of it. It was even better. It's got all kinds of parts to it. It's a 2-1 win for the United States under amazing pressure. After a bad loss in the tournament already, Dominicans were on fire playing home run derby, and both teams absolutely loaded with great players. Loaded. Matter of fact, who's going to play? It's so loaded. We'll have more on that coming up here in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll jump on that. But before we do, I want to take a second this morning. It's Chevy's Truck Month. It's going on right now. I want you to score big. If you're looking around during Chevy Truck Month, now's the time to get that perfect truck that you want. Whether it's a Silverado or a Colorado, it's got everything. Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, or a Silverado ED. We got them all for you, man. You can visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. They got great deals going on. Really comes down to, I always say this, they make a truck absolutely perfect for your lifestyle. If you're up early this morning, got another big week where you really need that truck. That's how you make a living, right? As durable and strong as you are, you want your truck to be the same, and you get it when you start talking about a strong Silverado truck, man. They are amazing. We got a truck absolutely perfect for your lifestyle, including, by the way, on the weekend, whether it's wave runners, maybe it's a boat, doesn't matter. We got plenty of power, absolutely perfect for you and your family to get around. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. We got great deals going on. Take a test drive. Chevy dealers will never let you down when it comes to those durable trucks. Chevy Truck Month, it's on right now.
WQ
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting with Canes Hoops, who'll be heading to St. Louis as a 7th seed to play the 10th seed Missouri in the NCAA tournament. The game will be on Friday with tip-off at 10:10, and you can catch it right here on WQAM. Over to the Panthers, who fell to Seattle 6-2. The Cats will now head to Vancouver tomorrow night. To baseball, the USA clinched a spot in the final of the World Baseball Classic with a 2-1 win over the Dominican. Italy will play Venezuela tonight at Lone Depot Park in the other semifinal with their first pitch at 8 o'clock. The Marlins will continue spring training against the Blue Jays. Their first pitch is at 1:10 from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. And the Hurricanes dropped 2 of 3 to Duke over the weekend. Miami will head across town to play FIU on Wednesday night. And in tennis, the Miami Open is officially underway in Miami Gardens, Joe.
Sounds good, Woody. Man, a lot of stuff going on, huh? Yesterday was a wild one, especially with all that crazy weather. And it was nice to have that top on because last night, Lone Depot Park, one of the best baseball games I've truly ever seen. Now, if you like a lot of scoring, then you might not have liked this game, but it had a little bit of everything. Couldn't have stuffed more people into that ballpark last night, and all the hype, it lived up to all of it. I thought it lived up to every bit of it. Just a game that could have gone either way. The great defensive plays, jumping over the fence to rob a guy, throwing a guy out from right field, some of the plays from the infield that were made. Just a lot of great stuff going on. The Dominican pitcher struck out 15 batters for the United States. I mean, the pitching, lack of clutch hits, all solo home runs. All 3 runs were solo shots. But it was just, I mean, it was fun. And you're like, who's gonna get to make the big play? Who's gonna get the big hit? And Dominican Republic, I get that they're probably a little bummed out today because it seemed like they had 1 out and a runner on second a few different times and just could not score the run. Either ball got knocked down. Bobby Witt, by the way, nobody's going to talk about it because he struck out, I think, 3 times in the game. But he made some great defensive plays, including just knocking a ball down where it couldn't get to the outfield and allowing runners to advance an extra base to set up. So it was just huge little plays that took place in that game last night. And so USA wins that game 2-1. And yes, there was some controversy with it, and it had to do with balls and strikes. 2 Dominican players had a low third strike called. You can't. This is not Major League Baseball where you get the 2 reviews that you're going to get here starting in a couple of weeks when the season starts up. And so it became one of the stories that these guys, the umpire behind the plate, missed it and called third strikes twice without guys swinging. And but to me, the game is still just, they had their chances, man. I get the calls. First one on Soto was bad. It was bad. And we got them up today, and the guys are giving me a hard time in there. I just hate the fact they're reviewing this, man. I don't like it. It used to be in the old days, I heard this guy's got a high strike zone going into this game. This guy's got a larger strike zone than the other guy, and then this guy's got a lower strike zone, so be aware. And you couldn't review it last night. They're probably, I'm guessing, World Baseball Classic next time around we'll have that same square, and you'll get a couple reviews a game to see if you like the call or not. And those would have been overturned if you had it, but you didn't have it. But there's no guarantee you're getting a hit anyway. The next guy's going to get a hit with a full count. You walk to first. So anyway, USA wins it. They'll move on to the finals, and now they're waiting to see who they're going to play here. Venezuela and Italy tonight. Is that tonight? What did you tell me tonight? Right? God, time's crazy here. The Italians been a nice story. I'm guessing tonight, though, that thing is going to look like a Venezuela home game, right? I'm guessing there's going to be, and I don't know, I'm guessing they can pretty much fill it up with the two areas that we have a large population of Venezuela in South Florida will make their way. Plus, could be a great game. Italy has been the best story of the tournament. The fact that they're here in the Final Four is incredible what they've been able to do. Had a busy day. We find out the Canes get a 7 seed in the Western region, and will open Friday in St. Louis against Missouri. Yes, it's probably going to look like a home game. Missouri's campus just a couple hours away from St. Louis. They come in as a 10 seed. And also congratulations to Florida. They're a 1 seed. UCF's a 10 seed. And South Florida is 11 seed. So the tournament getting ready to start. And a lot of people be filling out that bracket. Hell, we got some people. Remember Young Greg, man? Young Greg used to, I don't know if he's still doing it because he's got kids, but he used to be, that was his time, man. He and his buddies to go to Vegas for this. A big Vegas weekend for watching games coming up. So a lot of people take off and like to go out there, and
that's one on the bucket list, man. I would love to
go
to
to
Vegas for this weekend.
I get it. I've seen it. I went out there for same time there was a fight, a Tyson fight, and it was going on, and I got to see both of them the same weekend. It was I was like, wow, I had no idea. And this was years ago, how big. I mean, the guys just sitting there all day, just nonstop action and alcohol, just gambling their brains out. It was just beautiful.
Sounds fun. Jeez, you put it that way.
Hey, double it up there, pal. Let's get our money back on this next game. Come on, let's do it. So we have all that stuff going on, and of course, we're going to John Eric Sullivan making some moves with the Miami Dolphins, adding some more pieces to the team on guys that will be on this team, by the way. I don't think some of the guys will talk about them with Omar Kelly coming up here in a few minutes. We'll talk to him about some of the guys. Some of them guys are from here in South Florida as well. Grew up down here, coming back, and a great opportunity for some guys to who have been good players on other teams will get a chance to come here and get a bigger role on the offense and the defense. So we'll talk to him about that. Got an offensive lineman, looks like can help him some as well, give him depth if he doesn't start. So we'll have all that stuff coming up with Omar Kelly here at 7:20 this morning. We'll talk to Omar about all that stuff. And then all the other stuff that was going on yesterday. Just a busy, crazy time. And watching the Tennessee end of the tournament out west and seeing Medvedev lose to Sinner and Sabalenka. So Sabalenka, the number 1 player in the world, comes back out here. Finals of Indian Wells yesterday, both men and women. So everybody will be out here now, plus a few. And Novak Djokovic will not be playing in this tournament. Got injured, hurt his shoulder. So he's out, age 38. Hard for him to play these back-to-back tournaments, man. Just it's going to be tough because everybody's starting to catch up to him a little bit. He's still really, really good, but the heat out there and the injuries and everything else. So he won't be in the tournament, but, man, we got a lot of great players that will be in that tournament, and it's going to be a fun one. Hopefully today we get a lot of clear weather to get in some matches and really kick it off because of rain yesterday, really kicking off today. So if you're getting out there, go out and enjoy the Miami Open. The food's unbelievable. Atmosphere's great. Just everything.
Jimmy Butler's coffee place out there. Do we know?
I'm guessing not.
No.
Yeah. I think when Jimmy Butler.
Is that a one-time thing?
Yeah, I think the Miami Open said after the way he acted with the Heat, take your coffee and get out.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know if that was. They got good stuff, though, out there. The restaurants and stuff. The last thing I'm thinking about with the Miami Open is friggin' Jimmy Butler.
He might be there.
Oh, no, he'll probably be out there. He's got favorite players. He'll probably be out there. Yeah.
Who's he friends? He's friends with Alcaraz, right? Is that his buddy?
I think it's Zverev. I think it's all those guys. I think whoever's good, he's friends with.
Okay.
He's just kind of a tennis groupie. I mean, it's kind of a cool thing to see him out there. Hey, I got to give him credit because, like, Hey, he had a game one night and he stayed around till the very last second. Then he got food poisoning and said he couldn't play in the game. He was such a big fan. Remember, we're watching on TV going, hey, man, you got a game in a few hours. What are you doing? I'll come to find out he had food poisoning.
Some of those matches go late into the night there, man. They do, right?
Said, hey, I'm out here. I'm not going to be able to make it. Are you getting me a new contract? Am I getting that new contract? It's tennis or that contract. What?
Listen, if anybody knows about being out at the tournament late, it should be you. Come on. I'm surprised you didn't have a soft spot for him on that one.
No soft spot for Jimmy. Move to LA full time, please. Do us a favor. All right, hey man, we got a lot of stuff, Woody. We're going to be getting to, including a little Omar Kelly coming up here, and Jay Lucas, Hurricanes basketball head coach. We'll talk to him, man. As what a turnaround, 1 year to getting ready to face Missouri Friday in St. Louis. So give the guys a few days off. Got a win in the tournament before losing to Virginia. We'll talk to Jay Lucas coming up here a little bit later on in the show. And, man, we got all kinds of stuff. The Heat getting ready to pick up that schedule in a big, big way. Back at the Hornets again, who have cooled off a little bit. The Lakers, who all of a sudden need every game. They're trying to get one of those top seeds and have started to play better. Are they going to be here on Thursday, Woody, if I'm not mistaken? And then the Rockets, they go back to Houston to play the Rockets. They got some tough games. They've got a lot of tough games coming up here. San Antonio, I believe, still on the schedule. Cleveland, a couple of games with Cleveland. So schedule's going to pick up. Still in great shape at 38-30 on the season. All right, we got more stuff to get to. Don't go away, man. We're just getting started. It's a friendly show today. Boy, I hate that square in baseball. God, I hate that thing.
Wait a second. You just call it a friendly show and then go to right to hate?
I dislike. I didn't say I hate somebody. I said I hate the strike zone. That square is
can't go like it's a friendly show today. By the way, I hate the strike zone thing.
Well,
which I am kind of with you on that thing. It is a little bit annoying. But that pitch was still low. But
how would you like to be an umpire and it's your night to be behind home plate? You want my shift? I'll go back out to first base. You want that? I'd rather make a bang call at first. They're going to review those. So what? No big deal there. I don't want to call balls and strikes. You saw that during spring, the guy that he was missing like every call, and they're going, oh, my God, it's so bad. He did it again. I'm like, in the old days, remember that Levon Hernandez game? Does anybody remember that game? It was the biggest strike zone in history. Levon struck out like 20 guys. He didn't strike out that many, but he struck out a lot of guys. The strike zone was like, apparently the umpire told him, look, at anything close, you need to be swinging because I'm calling. It was a bad one. But that wasn't that bad last night. I mean, it was a couple breaking pitches that broke off the table late, and so they were outside that little square.
I wonder what it would be like if it was the other way around, though, if that was like Aaron Judge or something standing up there and he got that pitch.
What do you
mean? Would there be outrage this morning? People saying that pitch was low or whatever.
No,
would say the same thing.
There would have been whining on both sides. There would have been wine and cheese on both sides. There would have been wine and cheese on both sides. Now that they got this system. Put that system in. Next time we have the World Baseball Classic, they'll have the review. You can go ahead.
They might officially go to like robot umpires at some point, right? Like full time.
Can't do that. Well, how are they going to do that? You can get out of the way when the guy's coming to home and then get the robot to like slowly.
They challenge those plays anyway. They always review those, it seems like.
Can't get rid of umpires. First, you want to get rid of the guys that do the 1st and 10, the old guys on the side. You can't get rid of those guys. No.
The chains are different. I'm not a huge fan of them running onto the field and stretching a chain.
Well, we're getting ready to get rid of that part.
Yeah.
But
let's just get a chip in the ball.
But it is nice to see it over on the sideline.
Yeah, but they have the marker there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those guys always seem to get ran over, too. You notice that?
Everybody gets run over in those guys. Somebody's not paying attention. There's always some camera woman or man over there that
because they make those security off. Those poor security people, they make them face the crowd. So they got their back to the field. Guys coming at them full speed. They can't even get out of the way because they can't see them.
That's why they don't want a lot of people over on that sideline. Stay away from the field. Guys are big and fast, and then they're running off the field. You get clipped, you're probably going to get hurt. Atlantic Men's Clinic, boy, I'll tell you what, ED and low T, let's get rid of it, man. You've been dealing with it, tired again this weekend, dragging. That little wife of yours is looking real good, and nothing happened in the bedroom because you have ED and low T. If it sounds like something you've been going through, I did go through it. I hate to admit it, but it was kind of embarrassing there hey, man, 2 years I've been on the Atlantic Men's Clinic program, and it is gone. Trust me, I wouldn't be talking if it didn't have a beautiful ending to it. But I got to tell you, Atlantic Men's Clinic is a beautiful ending. You knock out ED, you knock out low T, you're back in business, man. That's what it's all about, being back in business with more energy. I don't know, and it happens to every guy out there. That's what's so funny when guys laugh to me about this. I go, hey, man, you're still a young guy. Jamie's laughing at me. I go, hey, Jamie, it's funny right now. It won't be in a few years, brother. When you get hit with low T and then ED, it's going to happen to every guy. Happens as early as guys in their late 30s, early 40s. That's right, Atlantic Men's Clinic. I see young guys in there, man, and nobody's laughing at anybody. We get that treatment. ED and low T is gone. We feel young again. Our energy level's ridiculous. Our sex drive is back. Get more out of life, man. Doesn't matter what quarter of life you're in. You want to get it back, and you're going through it right now. Dragging, moody, not sleeping well. It's all part of the low T family, but you can knock it out. Schedule a consultation with Atlantic Men's Clinic today. Your initial visit includes medical consultation with a Florida licensed medical provider, the PSA test. You get it all done. You meet with their professional staff. 7 locations in South Florida serve you. You got to set it up. A brand new location in Hollywood. I go to Plantation. It's as professional a place you could ever go, number one. And if you're not going to one of those places, what are you doing going to somebody just coming in and giving you a shot? Come on, man. You got to do it the right way to get the best results. That's what Atlantic Men's Clinic's all about. 877-455-7300. Set up that first appointment. I promise you'll notice a difference quickly. Visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
WQ
It is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood Hotline Shop. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, Joe.
Thank you, Woody. And we're going to take a break from all the news from yesterday in sports. Just about everything crazy with the college basketball now all set. And then on top of that, the World Baseball Classic gave us just a classic last night, 2-1 win. United States over Dominican Republic, and we're not done. Of course, another big game tonight. Venezuela will play against Italy, and we'll find out if the United States can win the championship. Well, we got some John Eric Sullivan, general manager, Miami Dolphins news to get caught up with, and Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist, joins us this morning. Omar, how you doing? Okay, I can't hear you, Omar.
Hey, can you hear me?
I got you now. I got you. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I am good, Joe. How about you, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing great, and boy, I feel like some of these guys. I'm back in Friday night watching high school football games down there. Tutu Atwell back. We've got some other guy. Joshua Uche from Columbus is back on this team. Marco Wilson, American Heritage Plantation. A lot of these guys have been good players. Not in recent time, either injury or lost playing time, now going to get a second chance and still, 25, 26, 27 years old.
Yeah, definitely a lot of the minimum warriors who looked at the opportunity, looked at the location and said, let me sign up. That's great. There's nobody saying that any of them can't be good players. Certainly, this is a starting point for this organization. And I remember 2019, remember when we were claiming guys on Tuesday and starting them on Sunday and just kept that ridiculous rotation of tryout guys. I think there was 20 guys claimed off the waiver wire, then like 4 guys that they traded for when they got rid of made all those trades with Kenny Still and Kiko Alonso and whatever. The only guy that got left over from that was Zach Sealer. So we did all that. 24 players to find Zach Sealer. And I think that we're probably heading to another cycle of that, where it's a lot of people you're just going to kick the tires on and try to determine if they've got sustainability.
Yeah. It's interesting, especially receiver Jalen Tolbert with the Cowboys has had some pretty good years. And then, of course, and like Tutu Atwell had a really good year. Then they add another big-time wide receiver, both the Cowboys and the Rams, and then these guys got cut on playing time and targets. So it's a great opportunity for them. I think they're those guys, as you said, are going, all right, I got Waddle on one side. Hey, man, there's going to be some playing time and some targets for somebody.
Somebody's going to play. Somebody's going to make a career of themselves, whether it be a rookie or an undrafted guy or a guy who's already here on the roster like Theo Weiss or Malik Washington or Josh Washington. How it works out, we have no idea. To me, that comes down to player development and coaching. And, just like we were going to evaluate how good John Eric Sullivan is at evaluating talent, adding it to his roster, and the same thing with the draft, we also need to evaluate how good Hafley is at developing players, Hafley and his staff, because it's not just his staff. There are coaches on this staff.
Right.
Yeah. There are coaches on this staff that we are absolutely, only us because we've been here with them. We are absolutely certain that they can develop talent. There isn't a defensive lineman who's come through here and has not maximized his talents and capabilities because of the individual that's coaching him. Now, the question is, how good are the rest of the people on the staff? And we'll soon figure that out.
You gave Austin Clark a little plug there, though. I told him.
No,
I saw him. I said, hey, Austin, man, Omar's a big fan of yours, man. I am too. I mean, he's a Cal guy, but yeah, he's done a hell of a job.
He has done a hell of a job. The body of work shows. Yes, the rookies were late starters at the beginning of the season, but by the end of the season, they looked like NFL pros. And my favorite one was Zeke Biggers. And that guy is the guy who played the least, but he went through the most, and he came out on the other side. So I'm excited to see what he does in year 2 with a new regime where he doesn't have this label as a 7th round draft pick.
Right.
If you want it, and that's the stuff that I love about the NFL, the players where if you want it, you take it. and end of story. Like the Brian Hartlines of the world. You know, you're drafted after Patrick Turner. You know, same draft class. But you know what? Brian Hartline wanted it, and he took it. And
if everybody had the mental toughness of Brian Hartline and the cockiness of that guy, we'd be a better place. There's no question about it.
But you gotta find you gotta find that, Joe.
He walked differently. There's no question. He walked differently. Somebody forgot to tell him. Yeah, he no matter what you said, you were not all you were gonna add was fuel to the fire if you said anything negative to that guy, that he was gonna show you how good he was. I got to ask him, maybe a guy I was really excited about. We got a little depth on that offensive line with Jamari Sawyer coming in. 25-year-old, played left tackle, right guard. You don't like him?
I didn't say I don't like him, Joe. He's probably the best tackle on one of the worst offensive lines within the last 5 years of the NFL.
Well, that was a bad one when they faced us. They were down to like 7, 8.
Yeah. But that's all. That you know how long that's been an excuse for Joe Burrow. It's been like 5 years of having the worst offensive line in the NFL. Blah 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 blah. You know, Mike and Butch Barry are there to solve that now.
Justin Herbert, not Joe Barry, or not Joe Burrow. Justin
Herbert. Yeah, Justin Herbert.
Now you're getting the wrong one, and we're going to get all kinds of things stirred up.
But you know, Mike and Butch Barry, they know what they got to do. They got to fix. But I don't know a lot about him other than he's graded well on, you know, Pro Football Focus based on what he done on a bad line. But why were they a bad line? Number one, and number two,
because their two starting left tackles were the two of the top picks in their drafts are not healthy last year.
There are other positions to play, Joe. There are other positions to play if you got talent. What's his name? Aaron Brewer started his career as a guard, and eventually he moved to center because you know what? Good players play. So that's how I've always looked at it. Good players play, and good players carve out a role for themselves. Why is nobody beating what's his name? Who the center that just left us that we claimed off the waivers? What is his name? He got money. He got money this in free agency. So why didn't this young man get money?
I don't know. I know he played left tackle and right guard. He's got 40 starts, and I like that combo of a left tackle.
You know how many starts Liam Eichenberg has? 52.
Yeah, but that's terrible.
So my point is, you're not going to impress me by telling me you got 40 starts. That ain't going to impress me. Liam Eichenberg got.
I know, but I didn't take him in the second round and give him like the expectations for Liam Eichenberg when he got here, being a Notre Dame starting left tackle with a zillion starts. Yeah, couldn't play left tackle, couldn't play right tackle, couldn't play right guard, and finally had to play center because so many guys went down.
Oh, Joe,
and he played hurt, and he did a decent job. But come on.
Don't do him like that. He was
what? Let me hear what he was. What are you going to make him sound like this morning? I want to hear.
Listen, okay. You want
and then on top of that, it ended just the way it did for a lot of Chris Greer's guys. If we're going to talk about that, never got back on the field. Full year.
He got hurt, Joe, and then he had a setback. Come on, Joe. Have some
all
compassion.
Year setback. All these guys got either all year setback or 10-year all year setback.
It happens, Joe. It happens. You had a.
I know.
Don't act like you didn't have any beef with surgeons back in your day. Don't act like you didn't have a botched procedure.
Different time, and I was back, and it was a time of the needle. The needle
I just triggered you, Joe. I just triggered you.
I'm not getting into walking out of the hospital. I feel like Coach Shula's going to come back and start screaming at me, or the doctor. Oh, yeah. That wasn't
different time. Not all procedures are good, Joe. Sometimes they go bad and they have a setback, and I wish Liam the best.
Our doctors today have nothing in common with the one guy fix it all back in 1980s. We had one doctor worked on the whole freaking body. like how does what? How did that happen? The guy did everything.
Was that every team or just the Dolphins?
No, I think it was every team had the one guy does all, man.
Yeah, does all that gives you all the opioids, right? Just here, like
it wasn't a group of doctors, a group of specialists like they have at Baptist Health now, where they have like 4 or 5 doctors for every part of the body, specialists at every part. We had one guy, and I'm not taking shots at him because he passed away, and I'm not going to get into it this morning.
And he sued you, and
I lost, exactly. And if his family's here, I don't want to get into it again. But yeah, he should have never been doing surgery. You can't go, let me see, what's up first today? Oh, you got a knee. Okay, and then what's next? Oh, you've got a toe to do. Guys got, okay, what's next? Ankle. And then you got a shoulder later. Like, come on, man.
I totally agree with you. It's
now you got me going on that.
Now in 2026, it sounds ridiculous, Joe.
It's just nuts, man. It was a crazy time. He got so bad, Dan Marino started running.
But it was a crazy time when you guys drank beer and smoked at halftime, man.
That's true. No, that's a good point. I did not smoke, nor did I drink. They drank sodas at halftime. Nobody drank beer at halftime. But I will tell you, yes, they smoked cigarettes. They did. Most of the team did. Not most. I'd say half the team smoked. All the coaches smoked except Shula. Of course, he outlived all of them, all his assistants. So, yeah, we're here to tell you. And by the way, secondary smoke is scaring me to this day because I was between Bruce Hardy and Don Strock, and that scared me to death because those guys, they got after the cigarettes pretty good. So I'm hoping I'm okay. Hey, so anyway, going forward now, I mean, everything's on the cheap. We get that, and they're trying to get these deals, and we could break them down 1,000 different ways. And as you said, they're hoping a lot of these guys get back and they get coached up in a system that allows them to have some success. Because some of these guys we're talking about are going to need to play.
A lot of them are going to need to play, not just
pass rushers. We got
specialty. Yes. You still don't have pass rushers. It's what I think they've done is they've got bodies. They've got what people define as jags that maybe can evolve and morph into something like a special teams contributor and maybe a spot starter. But the draft is where
just
they're
average guys. Did you just go just average guys on me?
Yeah. I mean, they're in the NFL where.
I agree. I agree with you. I'm not
like, who knows what Tutu Atwell can be, but every time the Rams turned around, they were finding somebody to replace him and somebody better than him. Why was that?
Well, they got 2 frontline guys on the outside.
I mean, they got 2 frontline guys, drafted another guy. It was a 5-year process, a never-ending cycle. Now, in his defense, they paid him last year. They paid him good, decent money last year. So, okay. And then he had the season that he had, and now he's in the situation that he's in.
I think Eric Sullivan sold these guys on a chance to get your career going again and get paid one more time and show that you're a frontline guy.
Not one more time for the first time. Not one more time. Most of these guys hadn't been paid.
It's true. So anyway, what's left now? Is there anything out there you'd like to see him try to sign, or is this now starting to go to the draft and hit that draft hard and get to pro days? And here we go, because the pro days have started up.
For me, and I know they won't do it, but for me, you add Rasul Douglas to this team, and I at least have to not worry about one spot on the cornerback unit. Now, he's not young. Rasul isn't a follow the leader kind of guy. He's his own independent thinker, which is why I think he's bounced around the league for a bit. But having a piece there that is a proven commodity that actually played well last year, like you can't go to any analytics site or go to any evaluator who's actually looked at Rasul Douglas and been like, oh, how did he play? He played damn good. So, finding some vets like that, whether it be pass rush or cornerback, safety, like there isn't a safety starter on this team. There isn't, let's be real about it. There isn't a pass rushing starter on this team. They're situational players, but not starters. There isn't a what else is there?
It's going to take a couple years because of this financial situation.
They're out of this financial situation next year. They're good. But it's you pay down your credit card debt this year, and next year you're back in the game.
Get after it, right? That's all I'm saying too. I'm with you on that. They're doing the best they can. They're trying to patch this thing in. They're going to give some guys a second chance. You hope some of these guys work out.
Yeah.
And it's a great opportunity to come back home. No state taxes, a whole deal. You get more for your money. Show you can play. Go back home and live where you live in the off season anyway. And get ready to go. So
and a lot of these guys grew up Dolphin fans. A lot of these guys, always want to play here, so it means more to them. They'll be playing in front of their hometown team. I can see the mentality and I can see the thought process, and I don't have a problem with it. Probably the next wave is turn your attention to free agency. I mean, turn your attention to the draft, and then come back to free agency and pick up the Rasul Douglases of the world when you don't have to worry about the compensatory pick formula, and you don't have to, you're not competing to pay for these guys, and put together the best team that you could possibly have, and hope that you find a stud, hope that you find a Zach Sealer somewhere.
Yeah. And by the way, big, you hit it, and it's a great call by you. This coach them up, man. They talk about get them, bring them in, draft them, coach them up. Same deal with this group of guys. Coach them up, get the most out of them, and hey, it works for everybody. Their stats go up, they get more money down the road, and maybe it works out here, if not somewhere else. But anyway, Omar, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on this morning. Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure, Joe.
All right, Omar Kelly from the Miami Herald, Dolphins columnist, covering the Miami Dolphins, and want to talk to you about Recovery Unplugged for just a second here this morning. Dr. Barry, man, thank you for all the great work you're doing. I know somebody that went over there, and they're getting help, and I'm so glad to hear it, and I'm so glad they're with you, because you've been through it. Your staff is fantastic, and for everybody out there that's gotten off the road a little bit, and not only you got in a funk, but could be a little addiction in there right now with drugs or alcohol. Something happened to you through a marriage, or going through it with a job and you lost it, and you're just in a funk and you can't get out of it, man. Mental health, and if you're going through it, man, you need a fresh start, new goals, and a chance to reset. Boy, if your mental health needs a comeback season right now, Recovery Unplugged Behavioral Health is here to help you with a beautiful mental health residential program right here in Fort Lauderdale. They've helped over 20,000 people nationwide with expert care, music-based healing, innovative treatments like ketamine therapy for depression, anxiety, and trauma. So make this the year you put yourself first, and let's get you back on the road, man, like it used to be for you. It can still be that way. Another fresh start for you. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com. New year, new you. Recovery Unplugged, heal out loud.
The
It's time for Hollywood's headlines. Without further ado, here's Hollywood.
All right, Woody, thank you for getting us back here. Jamie now back here with this new thing about every ball and strike there shouldn't be an umpire making any calls. Just let technology do it.
These nice headlines ready for you, but
Go ahead.
You've officially killed the
Sorry.
time here. So we'll get to some of this stuff another day.
Sorry, Woody.
That's okay.
We'll hold them for tomorrow too.
We had the Academy Awards last night, Joe.
Who won?
Best Picture, one battle after another. Have you seen it?
No.
Best Actor in a Leading Role, Michael B. Jordan from Sinners.
I did see part of it, but I didn't finish it.
You saw part of it.
I did.
Okay.
And I want to see the rest. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Best Actress in a Leading Role, Jessie Buckley from something called Hamnet.
No.
Familiar with that one?
Am I going to get shut out all this?
No.
I think I am.
Best Sound, F1, the movie.
You're kidding.
F1, by the way, was nominated for Best Picture.
Wow.
It was very good.
You loved it. No, you said it was great.
Movie.
Good for business.
And our final one here, Joe, we had a record-setting card sale, an Aaron Judge Bowman Chrome Superfractor, one of one, of course, sold.
Had to be $6 million.
$5.2 million. This is his 2013 Bowman Chrome draft pick card here. This is a record for modern cards here. But get this, here's the investment, Joe. The card recently, the last sale was $324,000 in 2022. So that knocked off the Mike Trout 2009 Bowman Chrome Prospect Superfractor auto. That sold for $3.8 million.
Damn.
So there you go. Judge now joins Mickey Mantle, Honus Wagner, and Babe Ruth as the only players in MLB history to ever have a card top $5 million.
Did not realize. Holy smokes.
It is tied for seventh on the list of most expensive sports cards of all time.
I thought he had a home run last night. He thought he had a home run last night, but he made a throw from right field to third base that was, I don't know, I guess they time everything. Now, was it 95 mile an hour? You got to rock it out. I had no idea his arm was that good.
So the Jordan Kobe dual NBA logo, man, that one is still the top dog here at 12.9.
Why are you doing this to yourself with these cards? Why do you keep bringing up these expensive cards?
Man.
You don't care?
I'm not really
I don't
in
know.
the market for these.
I sure saw you in the parking lot looking at one of our sales guys when he brought his cards and he wanted you to
well, here's the problem.
Take a look at them.
So he did do that.
And your ass stayed out there.
He had one good card, but then he's showing me these books of like just garbage. And I don't want to break the guy's heart because he's like, oh, I had these when I was a kid. Like, do you think they're worth anything? And
you took a look just in case you were about ready to
take. I looked for him. I mean, I'm not like you to tell a guy to go screw himself. You know, I'm busy. I got tennis to play, but
he didn't ask me. I don't know anything about the cards. You're the one now. Everybody's calling about cards. Everybody's bringing their best cards in.
Well, I took a look at
you have to break them and tell them.
And
they're not very good.
He had like all these like.
What was the best card? What was that one card?
He had a nice Jordan card that was worth like $300.
Did he give it to you? He said he's going to give it
I
to
offered him $100. He said no. I said, okay, you figure it out. Then. You go sell it on eBay then. Do what you want to do.
You're too much. Man. All right.
Well, if he wants to sell it, he could sell it.
I can't believe these guys are. See, this is what you've created now, man. Yeah. Everybody knows you're in the cards. They want you to take a look. Hey, I got a few cards. You mind if I bring them in? These are some of the sales guys you're not crazy about. And you're going, all right.
Well, that's why
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking.
I gave him the low ball offer.
Right. That's exactly right. Hey, we've got Jay Lucas, Hurricanes head basketball coach, going to the big dance, man, going out to Missouri, to St. Louis Friday night. We'll talk to Coach about all that. Nice enough once again to join us this morning. But before we get to the coach, I got to tell you, man, about Harvey Cohen and Gary Judah. Yes, sir. The partners of Cohen and Judah Injury Law Firm, personal injury attorneys. And I just want to let you know they do things a little different than the rest of these personal injury attorneys. Yeah, like communication, like, they do all the ads and you see them on TV, you hear them on the radio, but I got to tell you, it's a little different. They're going to handle your case from start to finish. There's no handoffs. They leave handoffs for football season. They don't do them. They don't hand off to another attorney, and they're just in there to oversee everything. Gary and Harvey are going to be working for you. They handle your case from start to finish. More than 30 years of experience each, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back. You know the biggest complaint in this whole thing that's going on with all these big law firms is communication. Yeah, besides the fact you thought they were going to represent you to find out they haven't handled a case in like 40 years, but that's separate. The other one is you want to update, man. You're in pain. You've been through a slip and fall. You've been in an accident, in a car or motorcycle accident. You're hurting a little bit. That wasn't your fault. And you'd like to get an update on your, like, know how your case is doing. Don't worry about that. That's big. That's big on the list. You can always get a hold of them, even on a weekend. Go to ConanJudah.com. Read the reviews. Partners who you can always get a hold of that care about you every day. Go to ConanJudah.com. 866 fair fee. And remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work you hire them to do.
1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less than your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting with Canes Hoops, we'll be heading to St. Louis as the 7th seed to play the 10th seed Missouri in the NCAA tournament. The game will be on Friday with tip-off at 10:10. It can be heard right here on WQAM. Over to the Panthers, who fell to Seattle 6-2. The Cats will now head to Vancouver tomorrow night. To baseball, the U.S. clinched a spot in the final of the World Baseball Classic with a 2-1 win over the Dominican. Italy will play Venezuela tonight at Lone Depot Park in the other semifinal with the first pitch at 8. The Marlins will continue spring training against the Blue Jays. Their first pitch is at 1:10 from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. And the Hurricanes dropped 2 of 3 to Duke over the weekend. Miami will head across town to play FIU on Wednesday night. And in tennis, the Miami Open is officially underway with qualifying. The Joe Rose Show continues now. And it is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood Highland Shop. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, Joe.
All right, Woody. Man, I got to tell you, Coach has been unbelievable. He has been MVP here on this show in the morning. Been great about coming on. Got through the ACC tournament, got a win, and 25-8, and heading now to the West region, as Woody just said, to face number 10 seed Missouri. And he joins us this morning. Coach Lucas, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. I appreciate you coming on. I know it's a crazy time. I'm just wondering why you're watching the show. And you got a pretty good sense by the way you played and the way everybody else is playing, where you were going to go and what seed you were going to be, or did you go in there kind of no idea?
I went in there kind of no idea, but right away when I saw Ohio State get an 8 seed, I knew we were going to be a 7.
Wow. Yeah, I was just, as you take a look at that, it's funny. So I'm kind of working off what everybody else. Virginia's a 3 seed. I wasn't surprised. They played great against you guys, and they gave Duke all they could handle, and they look obviously almost 30 wins on the season. So I was like, okay, they're a 3 seed. North Carolina, Louisville were a 6 seed, and I was like, oh boy, did that surprise you a little bit, NC in Louisville?
I mean, a little bit. You know, I think I feel the NCAA tournament should be based a little bit more off of how you finish in your league. But I also understand with some of their earlier games, they may have scheduled a little bit better than we did this year. So I understand how they end up getting a 6 seed.
Hey, Coach, one thing I like, and tell me if I'm wrong, you got a little break before the tournament. You play you played 6 guys, a lot of basketball, and they've stayed healthy all season. Now you get another little break. I think this is going to be good going into the tournament. Is that how you feel about this going to play Missouri?
Yeah, it was really good. You know, it was really good. I think it's what's needed and what you're saying. I think a reset, a refresh, and the excitement and everything needs to kick in. It gives you a kind of little extra jolt. And when you play, you know, like you're saying, 6, 7 guys, you need as much of that energy as possible.
Well, I tell you what, though, Coach, what a season. I know you haven't had a chance because the tournament's obviously very important and getting wins in that thing, and it is the big show. It's a big part of college basketball. It's a big part of sports in general now. But going 25-8, man, you got to be pretty fired up about now that you've gone through a regular ACC season. You've gone through the tournament. You guys got a big win in a tight ball game there. You got to feel pretty good.
No, I do. I feel really good. You know, Virginia is just good. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just run into people who were just better than you, and they were better than us that day and that night. And we played them close the first time, but they were another level in when we saw them in Charlotte. So I take that as a one-off, and then we got to reset and get ready for Missouri.
Hey, Coach, I got to ask you why we're talking ACC and talking about your basketball team, but Duke, a team you know very, very well, a number 1 seed, but boy, all of a sudden they get a couple of scares. Florida State got a chance to beat them on a last shot, and Virginia gave them all they can handle. What's your take on Duke going into this game with one of their key guys injured?
You know, the injuries always for any team will play a big part, and then also when you're a part of those teams who have won so much and won throughout the year, especially this time of the year in March, the pressure starts to hit a little bit different. And when you're without those starters and without guys who have played in those moments and been in that role for the whole year, it changes you a lot. Because once you get in March, it's magnified. And you know, your rotational players are now your star players. And you just never know how those guys are going to react. So that's the one thing about them, is just kind of being banged up, coming into the most important part of the year. That is a little scary.
Coach, the big dance, a different level. What do you tell your guys that are going through this some of these guys going through this for the first time in this dance?
You know, you tell them. I think I'm big on just saying it. Don't, try to act like it's just another game. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is going to be different. It's a different environment, especially for us. This will be more like a road game with how close Missouri is to St. Louis. But I told them we've been good on the road. We're 8-2 on the road. So we're striving these moments in these environments. So that won't be new. And then also just reiterating to them that we play to our identity. And it didn't matter if we were playing in St. Louis, Mars, or Coral Gables. We're going to do what we do.
Right. Nothing's going to change the way you guys play with those big body guys. It's not changing. It's always about in the paint, offensive rebounds, being strong, and the whole deal. By the way, did that bother you at all? I know we've had comments, people upset. So how does a number 10 St. Louis get to play 2 hours? It's going to be a friggin' home game, as you just said, for them. Missouri to St. Louis, just jump on a bus there for a little while and they'll be there. That bother you at all, or is that just
No, it's just kind of like, interesting. You know what I mean? But it's kind of been our theme and our mindset all year. And I'm glad it happened to us because it keeps us with that edge. It keeps us with that chip on our shoulder that, we've been kind of disrespected all year. When we were picked in the ACC, we were picked not to make the tournament. We were picked all these things that we've overcome. So this is just another thing that we'll overcome.
Coach, I got to ask you, this is a question that came in to ask you, and sometimes I get you got some big body guys, you got some football body guys on this team. You got some big guys. Are they hard to find? They're as good as 3 or 4 of those guys you have, because you got some big wide body NBA looking dudes on this team. Are they hard to find when you're out? Is that something you specifically look for when you're recruiting?
No, it's something I look for. I think the positional size and the mass helps you in games and helps you be competitive. And you look at the last national championships and the teams that's made the Final Four, they've all looked like that. A lot of people will talk about all this offense and spreading the court, but when you get down and when it comes to winning, it's about getting a stop, getting rebounds, and being able to get fouled. And I think we're able to do that. Now, some things we got to tweak next year that will, make us better. Like we do have to get some more shooting, and with more shooting, you become better free throw shooting team. But I don't want to take away from our size and being physically opposing in most games. So I just got to find a good blend.
Hey, Coach, one other question I get a lot. So we talk about these guys coming out of high school that just they're putting up big numbers. Wherever they're playing, they're putting up big numbers, or on their travel team, they're putting up big numbers. They're all offense and no defense. How do you go about that, knowing a guy you're watching him, like you said, he's knocking down 20-footers whenever he wants. He looks like a hell of a one-on-one player. He's taking a lot of shots, but he's not interested in D. How do you treat that one?
You got to kind of watch him and see if he will be capable. You know what I mean? Because always, I will say this, most of the really, really good ones don't really care about defense. So you got to just kind of pick up on their kind of pedigree and see what their capabilities are. And then if you feel like you can coach them and if they have the makeup to change, because you also don't want to take a guy who's just a pig. Because if you take a pig, he can kind of mess up your whole team.
Right. Now you talk about turning off everybody else. That would be that'd be the first one on the list. Hey, Coach, thank you. You've been great. I can't thank you enough. Congratulations on so far what has been great. Let's keep it rolling on Friday against Missouri. I really appreciate you coming on.
Nah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me and thanks for covering us and putting us out there. It meant a lot for us this year.
All right. Jay Lucas, always great having the coach joining us here this morning and talking about everything, recruiting and everything else. He's been unbelievable about coming on the show. He really has. All right. We've got to go to break. A lot of stuff to get caught up with. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. All right, welcome back. All right, so you guys just hit me with another Chick-fil-A got hit again, huh? Chick-fil-A, that promotion they're doing, this time with the Heat again, right?
Yeah, this was a 2 free throw deal here.
2 free throws.
Jamie just discovered we've been hit with nuggets again. So there's lunch.
Hey, if that eight piece fills you up, God bless you.
Fills the kids up.
It might work on one. I don't know, though, but it's a great teaser, right? When you go to Chick-fil-A to get more food.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's great for the kids. What about for you and mama there, you know? And
nuggets aren't exactly my old age here.
So we never heard more. We heard all kinds of wild stuff about that.
We heard nothing back, no.
So Chick-fil-A was just hoping this would go away. There must be a lot of small print.
We don't let anything go away.
We don't know, and so
I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Yes, they have like a page.
You
where
can't
you
both.
we're
We're the Panthers and the Heat. You can't
Yeah.
win twice. Only one team that night. If they play the same night, Palm Beach, you're out of this. You're not in it. We don't consider you part of our community. No, I mean they can't.
That's the one thing.
That's
like,
a weird
I get
one.
the no double win. Although I mean I don't. It's still ridiculous. But you gotta let Palm Beach play.
Oh, somebody text us that, or is that true?
Especially if it's the Panthers.
Jamie, do we know? Is that part of the
That's
deal?
what someone said.
No. Somebody said Palm Beach is not considered. They don't get the benefits of winning this promotion.
Well, here's what it says. It says, enjoy this reward from Chick-fil-A South Florida. Let's go Miami Heat.
Well, South Florida's Palm Beach. That is part of our community.
One thing I did discover is at the Heat games, if it happens again, so like you miss 2 free throws in the second half and then another guy misses 2 free throws in the second half, you get a 12 count Nuggets instead of the 8.
Wow.
It did not happen the other night against the Magic, but
they're considering nobody could be that bad where an NBA team both missed.
they were flashing it up on the screen.
And
They
back
had
in.
it going. They said 2 more free throws missed. You get the 12 count Nugget, but
I'm not advocating for fixing of games.
No, not you.
But if it's late in the game and you're up comfortably, do you start fouling intentionally their worst shooter?
you know that big guy did that one.
Are you serious? What? So the fans are going, get us some, come on, man, get us some extra Chick-fil-A. Get us some more pizza.
They did it so Bam could get his record.
I don't get going on that. If I listen to one more.
Oh, the world is so salty about that, aren't they?
Oh,
God,
my
they're so
God.
angry.
I'll tell you who came out. The Godfather came out and finally said something. Pat Riley.
Didn't you say the guy in the morning we were driving in was complaining?
This idiot. I'd turn him off, man. The
Johnny
guy,
Ballgame?
I don't know who's ever on Monday.
Yeah.
Guy
Johnny
was
Ballgame.
on. He's complaining. He was in L.A. and they were booing after Bam got it.
Sure.
And it was an embarrassment, and everybody went back and looked to see. And every guy in the NBA, if that's what you're going to do, could get 80 points. Really?
Yeah.
That was one of his takes. Like, you start doing that, you're going to have a lot of guys scoring 80. Something was so sacred to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Oh, now you care a lot about Kobe.
Well, the guy idolized Kobe who did it and said, basically talked about him in his entire post-game press conference. Well, let's just, overlook all that. But
so Bam's, this is crazy. Hey, listen, man, they're talking about you. I think the players realize you still got to be able to hit some shots.
yeah, but it should have been a nice story, but I guess that's the way of the world, right? Everything's got to be bad. Nothing can be just,
I just think it's hard to get everybody to agree.
Yeah.
On anything.
It's ugly out there.
It's ugly. It's an ugly place. So I'm watching the World Baseball Classic, and I got to tell you, that game, they're hyping it up pretty good, Jeter and A-Rod and everybody before the game, and I was like, man, I'm with you. This is a World Series, Game 7 feel to it, and they're right. For Dominicans and baseball fans and hardcore baseball fans in this country, that game was unbelievable. 2-1. USA knocks out Dominican. I think everybody thought, man, Dominican, they can get the Skeens a little bit early on in that game. They could, have some success, and they did. They took a 1-0 lead to start the game, but it was just everything about that game was so good. And both teams had so many chances and so many great defensive plays. So many things happened. Questionable base running both ways, too conservative, too aggressive. I mean, it was just was incredible. And then late in the game, I got to bring it up. I don't like it. I don't like anything about that box. I don't like anything about that box. Couple of breaking pitches, break out of the strike zone with 2 strikes. They get called a 3rd strike. One was on Soto.
Mm-hmm.
And
one ended the game.
And one ended the game.
Trying, by the way, before 10 o'clock to get you to admit that was a ball.
No, I said they Woody.
What's with this take of like, it's 3-2, you swing.
If it's 3-2, you don't just swing if it's over your head, but if it's close, you got to be swing.
We showed you the pitch.
Yeah, you're showing where the pitch ended up. You didn't show the break that it was.
That's part of
it.
That's how you judge a ball in a strike by where it ends up.
There's no umpire going to get 100% of those calls right. There's no way. Nobody. There's never going to be a night where an umpire's perfect.
A robot would.
That's true. He's right.
Stop with the robot.
Right.
This guy wants to get rid of umpires and just have the robot and have the. Why do we need a home plate umpire?
For balls and strikes, there's a way to get it right, just like they do in your tennis, where it's the box, and then a robot comes on and says it's a strike or a ball, and you keep playing baseball, and the game keeps moving, and there's no issues.
He's right, though.
Instead, we're getting umpires making these bad calls, and it's coming down to it. And
they're still accurate most of the time.
They weren't accurate last night in one of the biggest games in the World Baseball Classic.
It should have been runners on the corners. Tatis should have been up.
He probably would have struck out anyway.
He's right. Your tight-ass tennis players can challenge all these plays.
Struck him out. He's done him breaking pitches and got him out again. Hey, so.
By the way, Palm Beach not included.
No way.
They're out.
There's no way that Palm Beach is not considered South Florida for the 2. I'll guarantee you for the Panthers, what percentage of their fan base is Palm Beach?
Probably a large percentage.
And they're getting out of it, and they're not in this thing?
Well, how far does Palm Beach go?
We always talk about South Florida. It goes up to PGA National.
Maybe
they don't above that.
I don't know.
Honestly,
do they get the Heat games up there? Or do they get Magic games? I don't know.
No, they get us. Come on, you know that. Stop it.
PGA National's far.
PGA National's not that far. We used to go up there to Marriott for ladies' night many years ago. Wasn't it too far to travel?
Ladies'
down
night
in Miami,
at the Marriott,
off PGA Boulevard. That was a go-to place. So let me just say this without being a wise guy in here. Like, so they're having a promotion. This company that's killing it. Chick-fil-A is doing unbelievable.
Very crowded every time.
At the house this weekend. My daughter brought home a bunch of Chick-fil-A. We got after the nuggets, and the chicken sandwich is pretty good. You're telling me that they're telling, like, who does the marketing on that and says Palm Beach, even though you come to our games, a lot of money, by the way, a lot of suite holders, they can't get, not that they want it.
Well, this is also interesting too. Like I have a 561 number. So how do they know that I don't live in Palm Beach?
Must be like a location thing. Like,
are they tracking me?
I don't know. That makes no sense. You're right.
Right?
You stunned me right there. That was
Yeah.
good.
There's
no way. There's no way they can go, you're in Boca.
Somebody said 595 is the South Florida northern border.
It's crazy. You're laughing, Mega. 595.
It's Fort Lauderdale after 595 too, isn't it?
595. God, hell, you cut out Fort Lauderdale.
The Panther Arena is north of 595.
What is?
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's just a weird one.
But how do they know?
How do you know Palm Beach is out of this? Does it
I'm
say
just being told. I mean, I don't know like for sure. Again, I have a 561 number.
Before we go crazy, I'm guessing that's not accurate. I'm just guessing.
I don't know that I've ever put my address
There's
into the
no
Chick-fil-A
way
account.
that you do this marketing campaign, potentially that you could lose 5, 6, 7 games on a year. They must look at it, the history of it, before they decide to do these giveaways. If certain things happen during the game, like 30 saves in a game by Big Bob.
So they don't have my address in here. Like I just went to the profile page. Like they just have my email address and my phone number.
Yeah, but you can't. You're saying Boca is Palm Beach.
Boca is Palm Beach.
I
We're
know.
talking about Palm Beach County, I would think. No?
Yes, Palm Beach County.
Okay. Cell phone towers ping your location. But yeah, but like still, like,
I don't know.
Are we giving it to people that commute into Miami for work?
This is something for you to work on today when you get home.
This is wild. This is funny. Someone said a loser ass school in Tampa likes to claim South Florida in their name. They're going to beat Louisville.
All right. Well, listen,
a huge
man.
bet on them to make the Final Four, by the way.
You have a what?
Big bet on the Bulls to make the Final Four. They were 200-1.
By the way, let's talk about your coach. Let's talking about beating everybody up if you go after his players.
Yeah, I think he's taking the Syracuse job, it looked like.
Boy,
It's not my coach. I watched him play for the first time the other
What?
day. They do have a good team. But
what a fraud he's going to be after. Anybody goes after my players, I'll fight him at the coaches meeting.
Mm-hmm.
He might be at that coaches meeting in a different uniform.
Yep.
Different shirt. Not uniform. Different shirt.
This guy says, Hollywood, you idiot. They use the zip code. What do you mean they use the zip code? I don't have my address in this app anywhere. You idiot.
Hey, Woody, before you start going out with everybody, can you do me a favor and just check on that today?
But what is this guy talking about? They use the zip
we
code.
need
Where
to
do they
get
get my
to the
zip
bottom
code
of
from?
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's are packed. They ought to be just, if it's close, you get it.
Probably just the participating restaurants, not the person getting them. What? GPS location. Okay, so Palm Beach people, if you live in Palm Beach County, cross over to the county line, wherever that is, and maybe you'll get it.
I don't know. I'm done. Tell me if
somebody said they're listening right now in Jupiter, the last town north in Palm Beach County.
I didn't know what side Jupiter is. Is Jupiter on the south side or north side of Palm Beach County? You saying they're
north? It's the farthest north.
All right.
You would know that.
Oh, don't start.
Someone said it's geolocation based off the GPS.
Is that coming?
Yeah, but that doesn't make.
Is that coming
sense.
from Chick-fil-A right there? Is that one of the
that-
managers from a Chick-fil-A?
No, but that
one of the
doesn't make any
district
sense.
managers.
So if you live in Palm Beach County, I think we should do an experiment. If you live in Palm Beach County, cross over to Broward today and see if you get it.
You
See
know,
if
it'd
it
be
pops
really
up on your
nice.
app.
It'd be really nice if somebody that lives from Boca to Delray to any of those places up there, if they're able to get their app set up to win this. I'd like to know. For the Panthers or the Heat. Whether it's missing the 2 free throws late or it's 30 saves by Big Bob.
Now, does Palm Beach County, do they get the Papa John's deal when the Heat win? It's another controversy, possibly.
I'm guessing Papa John's.
Well, that one's different because I think you got to put in like Heat win.
Yeah, that's a promo code.
So that one could work anywhere. I could be wrong.
I don't believe that that's accurate.
Hey, you
I don't
two
know.
guys.
I've tried that on the road before. That doesn't work.
You guys are really good at the apps. Why don't you guys work on that today?
Well, no, we need someone from the. We're going to probably need a statement from the company at this point. This is a good point. We could ask Tobin. Tobin lives up there. So does Hawk.
That's true.
Why don't you know what? I'm going to look into this. I'm going to text Hawk right now. I'm sure he's got the Chick-fil-A app.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have the Chick-fil-A app.
If you pay in app your address, at least your zip code should be in the app. I don't know. I use Apple Pay when I use this app, so I don't know. Do they have my information?
Hey, Woody, I don't have any of this stuff. So what do you just
Someone said I have a 754 area code, but I live in Loxahatchee. I didn't get it.
This is ridiculous.
The franchises in Palm Beach County are probably not part of the South Florida Chick-fil-A region, but we need more than probably at this point.
I don't think the franchise
doesn't make
location has
sense
anything
either.
to do with it either.
Yeah.
Because it gets loaded into your app, and then you could use that reward at any Chick-fil-A. I think.
There you go. You can't do I think on this show. That's where we're getting in trouble.
It's your IP address. It knows where you're at or what device you're using and where it's at.
They wouldn't know anything about me. No app set up. Hey, we got to go to break. Hey, I got my guy Michael out there, man. Is telling me to get this Dunkin' Donut. How much you brought up those numbers, all those coffees I'm missing out
The
on.
80-something thousand points you missed.
I gave the guy.
Did you use it this morning?
No, I gave the guy another $5 because I didn't have the app set up. But I'm getting the Dunkin' Donut
Yeah, and you
app.
know what? He's gonna have lunch on you.
Well, good.
He's getting
That's
a free
okay.
breakfast sandwich on you.
All right, let's go to break. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning, man. We got
Papa John's code says the guy says he lives in Boynton, used the Papa John's code last week. Okay, so Papa John's does seem
Papa
to
John's
honor the
good to
promotion
go
in Palm Beach County.
I gotta tell you, those Chick-fil-A's, man, got to be given to everybody. Those things are packed. When was the last time you went to Chick-fil-A and it was empty? They're packed.
It's true.
Business is good. And 6 days a week. They take Sundays off. All right, hey, Baptist Health South Florida, man. I want to talk about them for a second. Boy, I'll tell you what. Sports-related injuries, you know how this thing works. You're active, you're competitive, you get injured. That's just the way it is. People ask me all the time, where do the pros go in South Florida when they get injured? And I go, well, Baptist Health South Florida has one of the top sports medicine programs in the country, so that's a no-brainer. One of the top 50 in the country. Enter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, the Miami Dolphins, FIU, FAU, I can go on and on. And by the way, the Miami Open, all those doctors are working. They're working hard, top specialists. You can't be top 50 in the country unless you have some of the best surgeons and specialists in the business, and they have them. They have them right here in South Florida for the knee, shoulder, foot specialist, ankle specialist, hand specialist, back, hip and knee replacement, Achilles doctors. We got it for every part of the body. Some of the best team doctors in the business, and with them all working together, you get great results. And it's not just professional athletes. It's high school, college, and professional athletes, and all the rest of us. And then you got to have great facilities. And boy, Baptist Health South Florida's got some great ones, including a couple of new ones. Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables been around for a long time. Hard Rock Stadium right next to the training facility out there. You can go out there. Great doctors out there working every day. And 595 in Pine Island Implantation. We call it Dr. Swartzen territory over there. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho. One go every day about getting you healthy, back out playing the sports you love the most.
this now, but we do have a pair of tickets for Marlins opening night. So we want to give those away at some point here. March 27th against the Rockies at Lone Depot Park.
Well, that's a good one.
So
I don't know if they
know when you want to do that.
I don't know if they've ever done anything like this this before. So you get the bobblehead, which is great. Then they're having fireworks after the game, so you can stay around. Friday night, kids can stay out late. You enjoy yourself. So they got some great stuff. So we're going to have a pair of tickets. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? The 8 o'clock hour? Or are you thinking early 9 o'clock hour? What do you think?
Why don't we do it early 9 o'clock hour? You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, real quickly, it is the Fighting Fish March 27th facing the Colorado Rockies. 7:10 start. The first 25,000 fans through the gates will receive first ever Marlins opening a bobblehead featuring Kyle Stowers, their best player, presented by ADT. And then, of course, they're going to have a spectacular post-game fireworks show. How about that? Just so if you don't win tickets from us, we'll be giving away tickets. You can always go to marlins.com/opening day and get tickets as well. So they're loading up, man. They're making it a special one. They're making it a special one for everybody going out there to watch.
Even if you live in Palm Beach County.
By the way, I think Palm Beach County is getting a bad rap.
They're out, by the way, officially. I spoke to Hawk, who's usually the authority on these sorts of things.
And he said that
he does not. It's Dade and Broward. Palm Beach County not considered South Florida in this promotion.
That's weird. It's very strange.
It seems like an opportunity for some restaurant to capitalize in Palm Beach County, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know what that stuff costs to deal with teams and Stanley Cup champs.
Just do it on your own. Just go rogue.
Oh,
Oh,
I see what you're saying. Just put something out.
Do something. I don't know.
Well, the teams promote these, as you know.
I know. They're official sponsors. I know.
Anyway, that's a weird one, man. I'm just
guys.
Hey, Chick-fil-A, I love it. This is not. I'm not one of those crazies going to tell you not to go something because they have a difference or something. But it's a very strange one for a company that does so well and has had great success that we enjoy very much as a family. It is everybody likes.
What is a franchise deal? They are franchises. Like they're not. I don't think there's like one like massive conglomerate. I think they're owned by like individual people. Are they not?
I don't know, but I'm guessing anybody that owns one is doing really well. Have you ever seen one empty?
Yeah, they're probably doing fine.
Yeah.
All those places are always crowded, it seems like.
It's good for business. Get people thinking about you after. I don't know.
I've always thought about opening a Taco Bell.
Yeah? You have any idea what that might cost you, Woody?
No, but I thought like it'd be a really good place to do it would be like right in the middle of downtown Miami where all those bars are.
Oh, yeah.
It would be expensive to rent over there, but
I drove by the Taco Bell, the 24-hour Taco Bell on University Drive. I don't know if it still is. It used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a must get to on my way home. Yeah,
it's
late at
great.
night. Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Taco Bell on the Vegas Strip?
No.
They have like the alcohol slushies or whatever those things are, the frozen drinks. They have a DJ on like the second floor.
Yeah.
It's like a party Taco Bell. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Well, let's leave that stuff alone for right now.
All right.
It is weird though. The whole thing is very
I'd be
strange.
pretty upset if I
I get those. The kids are very upset, going, "Really, Dad? I don't get these. I look forward to this happening. You made me aware of all these promotions they're doing. We got one tonight. Let's go. I want the 8 pieces."
Clint just sent us, and he's in Palm Beach, sent us a screenshot of his app. No nuggets.
Wow.
He's got no nuggets.
You got no nuggets. Kind of hard to run around when you got no nuggets. No question about that, man. That's a problem right there. Hey, I love talking about this one story. And not the baseball. The baseball game was great last night. Didn't matter. I know Dominican could have won it. USA did win it. They'll move on. We'll see what happens tonight between Italy and Venezuela. And then we'll play the final game. It'll be a great crowd again tonight. And then the crowd for the final game will be just crazy. But that was a hell of a game. There's nothing bad to say about that game. I know everybody's going to really, because this is what we do in today's society, we talk about the 2 calls, the third strikes late in the game that 2 guys were punched out. And but the game was fantastic. I hope people still get to understand the game just had a little bit of everything. Looking like Dominican, get a runner on second base, 1 out, couldn't move them over. Dominican pitching last night had 15 strikeouts on the United States hitters. How about that? 3 solo homers, and there was a ton of great defensive plays. We saw a catch by Julio Rodriguez over the fence on Judge, who sat and was going to watch his work, and I don't blame him because when he usually hits them, they travel like Shohei Ohtani almost, and makes a great catch. He kind of paused at the fence, and I thought, wow, this can end up being out. But he jumps up, times it perfectly, makes the catch. Would have been a home run. And then Judge makes this throw from right field, just a rocket to third base to throw out a runner, Dominican runner. It was just great plays. And the shortstop play, Bobby Witt, was phenomenal. Some of the plays he made last night as well. So it was just it was a wild game. Great plays by both teams, and right down to the wire. Right down the wire. And boy, I'll tell you what, man. I know Dominican they had their chances, but it wasn't just those 2 calls why they think they lost. And I get it, you know, and more people are now going to call for the box to be active, and I'm guessing so it makes everybody happy. So we're all happy today. The next World Baseball Classic, when Dominican Republic and United States play again, we'll have that system probably in play like it's going to be in baseball starting in just a few weeks, where you'll have a chance to challenge a couple of balls and strikes. Real quickly, what'd you say? The hitter, the catcher, and the pitcher will be the 3 people that, and it's got to be done quickly. You know, we're going to have some controversy with that, where they delay it and the team's going to tell them to go ahead and try to call it real quickly, and the umpire's going to say it's too late.
The problem is you got people like you who think it's a strike.
You can't have a baseball game and not have a pitch that's, they're going to miss them. They're going to miss them. These guys got nasty stuff.
Really 3-2.
Everybody strikes on. Oh, okay.
With a runner on third.
So you'd be the guy.
No, but it's fine. Like you're okay with the they're going to miss them thing.
They've been missing them for 200 years.
Full
it's
count,
been fine.
bottom of the 9th, in a game of that magnitude, you probably don't want to miss there.
Swing the bat.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't in the dirt. Swing a friggin' bat. If it's close, swing. Didn't we all grow up?
They keep telling my son that.
By the way, didn't everybody grow up? God, my dad was my manager when I was a kid. He used to go, hey, 2 strikes. Anything close, you're swinging. He'd tell the whole team, I'm like, Dad, anything else in baseball besides close with 2 strikes, swing?
If it was the other way around and the USA team got screwed, we would all have been outraged this morning.
That's not true. Some of those Dominican players, some of my favorite players. By the way, what a great game, full of superstars.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing, they didn't need Jeter and A-Rod to hype that thing up and Big Papi to hype that thing up before the game. They didn't need to say the Game 7 of the world. I get it. We've seen it down here. And just, it's been great. And having it down here is fantastic. One of the great events. It is officially one of the greatest events. If I could handpick, and I know we can't get Japan right away. They'll never be until later on in this tournament. But give me Puerto Rico, give me Venezuela, give me the United States, give me the Dominican Republic, and I won't be a pig about it. They're gonna split them all up because they don't want to see them get knocked out. But
well, it got a lot better towards the end too, because I know there were a lot of blowouts in the early games.
Well, the early ones,
those mercy rule games.
Well, there's just not enough good teams.
No.
There's not, honestly, I don't know the Korean team. We got some guys in baseball from the Korean team, but I don't know if they have enough to Korean professional baseball, not to take away from it, because some of those guys do come over and play for the United States.
Look, if people want to argue that the guy should have swung, that's one thing, but don't tell me that was a strike.
You're just going by the final off the break, and it drops down.
I'm going by where the ball ended up, which is kind of how it works.
I don't know, but I'm not going to sit here and do. And if they do that all day, and they do that in baseball instead of talk about all the great stuff that went on.
It's a good controversy. Ref controversies are great. We have it in every football game.
We do have it in just about every tight football game.
There's always a pass interference or a holding call or
a catch, no catch, or interception or catch. We had one of those. That was the first. The Josh Allen throw down the middle. I thought my guy had it, and the next thing you know, the guy goes, "Hey, I got it. It's an interception."
Boy, did they get screwed. And they go, somebody's got to pay for this. Coach, you're out.
Hey, have you noticed that not much has been said by the league about it? I don't
What are they going to say?
Well, the coach got
nobody knows
fired.
Who the catches. They were showing the who was it? Des Bryant? Was it Des Bryant or was it T.O.? One of those guys they were showing that had that, like, it was against Green Bay. Remember that play where they were like, that was the original? Was it a catch?
It was Des.
It was Des Bryant. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
And
now.
he was like
Yes.
rolling in the end zone. He had the ball, then he kind of dropped it at the end. Nobody knows, man. Remember the best play was the one that was funny was the New England game with the Dolphins. When the guy had his toes in, but his heel touched the back line.
I didn't even know the ruling on that. Thank God.
Nobody knows the rules on any of this stuff. They make it up as they go.
Somehow Jimmy knew that thing. I don't know how the hell he knew that in the back. It's different. That was crazy.
He maybe paid attention.
Was at that
Don't
meeting?
they have a meeting
I
for
might
you
have
guys?
skipped. No, we used to. We don't have them anymore.
You strike me as the kind of guy that fall asleep in something like that.
No. The one I went to was great. And they go through it and they let you ask questions and big on protecting.
Next time you
the
go, ask
quarterback.
them, what is a catch?
What is a catch? Anybody want to go back on that? Now I got my buddy won't even call me back. I can't even get the guy now. He must got the word. Don't talk to any of these idiots down here.
That play was so weird, though, that Buffalo play. Guy has the ball, goes all the way to the ground with it, and then it gets ripped out after he's down.
Right. And the other guy rolls, and he goes, look who's got it now.
They go down and score. Coach loses his job.
By the way, everybody's all over the board
man.
on that one, too. It's like,
yeah. They probably go to the Super Bowl, right? I mean, if they they would have New England next, right?
Yes.
They probably beat them.
Wait.
Didn't they lose to Denver, right? I think they lost to Denver. And then Denver's quarterback got hurt in that game. Because the football gods were like, you guys didn't really win this game. We're not going to allow you to get to the Super Bowl now.
Well, I'll tell you what. Then we find out Josh Allen's walking around on a, broken foot or something? What the hell was that?
I'm sure he plays. He's like a hockey player.
He just plays. He plays through anything.
Fastest concussions we've seen.
You know what?
Right?
The doctor. The doc takes him in the blue tent. He goes, I know what you're going to say, but I got to do this anyway. He goes, all right, are you friggin' done? Are you done? Now, you know what? It's third down. I need to get back out there. Are you done? Okay. All right, we're done. Hey, we've got 9 o'clock hour coming up here this morning. Man, I want to say good morning. Crazy. A lot of sports going on. Start of the Miami Open Tennis Championship down here. Big money, great players. Going to be a lot of fun for a couple of weeks. I'm going to start going out there. I think tomorrow, start working my way out there.
A little side court action.
Side court.
Yeah.
Got to get the young guys.
Scouting.
Got some great players. A couple of teenagers out there playing at a high level. No, it's going to be great. We'll give you more on that. But, yeah. 2 winners from yesterday will both be playing in the Miami Open here in a few days. So that was good for business to see Sabalenka win and Sinner, who's a number 2 player in the world, making a little move on Alcaraz. And great to see. I like Medvedev a lot. He lost yesterday, but he's playing really, really well. So he'll be out here as well. It'll be a lot of fun at the tournament. But right now, let's talk about hurricane season right around the corner. Protect your home with Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. You got an old leaky roof, replace your old roof now. You can pay later. Loctite Impact offers the highest quality roofing materials with lifetime warranty plus thousands of 5-star reviews. If you just need some work done, they can come out and patch it as well. They've got a great team together. But, Hey, you can save on their big, legendary, state-of-the-art impact windows and doors. Impact windows as low as $6 per window per month installed. So what I'm telling you, Chev says, the CEO over there, don't wait for the next storm. Visit LoctideImpact.com. Again, LoctideImpact.com, or you can call 954-500-LOCK. They got a great staff to answer all your questions during working hours, cover all of South Florida. Hey, they'll come out quickly, take a look at it, get you started. Very competitive prices, great work at Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing.
And the Canes are in the NCAA
DoralKia.com, starting with Canes Hoops, who will be heading to St. Louis as the 7th seed to play the 10th seed Missouri in the NCAA tournament. The game will be on Friday. Tip-off is at 10:10 and can be heard here on WQAM. Over to the Panthers, who fell to Seattle 6-2. The Cats are now head to Vancouver tomorrow night. To baseball, the USA clinched a spot in the final of the World Baseball Classic with a 2-1 win over the Dominican. Italy will play Venezuela tonight at Lone Depot Park in the other semifinal. Their first pitch is at 8. The Marlins will continue spring training against the Blue Jays. Their first pitch is at 1:10 from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. And the Hurricanes dropped 2 of 3 to Duke over the weekend. Miami will head across town to play FIU on Wednesday night. Joe, we got the Miami Open officially underway in Miami Gardens with qualifying, and we did have some breaking news here during the break. The NBA will hold a vote at the Board of Governors meetings March 24th through the 25th to explore adding expansion teams in Las Vegas and Seattle. That would be targeted for 2028-29 seasons. So Vegas and Seattle.
You know what's weird? Wasn't Adam Silver like the first commissioner to talk about Las Vegas? I think he was. Remember, he was really open.
Yeah, he's been ahead of things on gambling, yes.
And he's like going to be the last one in town.
His league may have the record for gambling scandals, but he's, yes.
Yeah, because the hockey does well there.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, Vegas is fine. I don't have any issue.
The football team's got to be worth. That's.
You can gamble anywhere now, so Vegas is fine.
Yeah. Well, I don't think well, like you said, everybody's got to always worry about that. That problem's not going away. But then on top of that, so Seattle, I think Seattle seems like they're about ready. Hell, they got a hockey team now. They're going to definitely get teams. You said they both could get it, Woody, or just one of the two?
Yeah, they're both going to vote. They're going to. Well, I think you'd have to add 2, right, to even things out.
Right. That's a good point. Yep, you're right. So anyway, we have that news going on, and that league, by the way, is kind of crazy right now with everything going on with them. And we got some great games. The Miami Heat love their schedule this week at the Hornets again. They're 38-30 after their loss to the Magic, who, by the way, stopped the 7-game winning streak, but also they're 5-0 against the Heat this year. 5-0. So they played really well. Orlando Magic have really started to pick it up. The Atlanta Hawks have also playing really well. But you got Lakers at home Thursday night. That's going to be, by the way, how hot's that ticket going to be? You want to talk about hot tickets, Woody? Thursday night, I'm guessing everybody on the tennis tour that can get tickets will be at that game. LeBron, I'm guessing LeBron's going to play. Tell me he doesn't have a game Wednesday night, please.
Don't do that.
What?
So you're guessing he's going to play, and then people buy the tickets.
No, I'm not responsible. Is somebody going to sue me for saying it?
They might.
You're in the sue thing. I'm not suing anybody. Hey, so let me ask you.
Lakers do play Wednesday night.
Oh, God, where?
In Houston.
Oh, gosh. Probably on national TV. Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed. Oh, there's a chance Luka might not play.
This is brutal. So they play at Houston 9:30 on ESPN.
Well,
and then they come here the next
There
day.
you have your answer.
Then they play Saturday at Orlando. So they got a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday week.
Oh, yeah. I would just say
the Heat game is not televised.
So what are the chances?
Network that's showing
It's
up
down
here.
the stretch. Every game's important to the Lakers right now. They're playing pretty well too. But I'm guessing LeBron's not going to play, and they've been big on emphasizing you playing these nationally televised games because these big contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing he
is he playing back-to-backs?
What do you think the chance of him playing in the bigger picture of where
I
they
mean,
want
I
to
think
get?
if it's Miami especially, he would be very unlikely to play.
Why?
Would be my guess.
To stick it to us?
Doesn't seem too keen. Well, just don't sell people on that he's playing because it's now.
I'm
it's
not. I
unlikely.
just said check. That's why I said
Austin
check.
Reeves will play.
He should.
So you'll have that going for you.
Luka will play. Oh, Luka's hurt. Sure.
I don't know,
Been
man.
hurt a lot too.
Never know.
Hit the big shot. But anyway, so they've got that. And then Saturday, they've got the Rockets. Speaking of the Rockets. So that's where you are with all that. Hey, by the way, the other thing is, I tell you what, man, there is nothing. I don't know how much golf. I know you're not a big golf TV fan. What do you call that? Kind of the old guy thing. But the last few holes at that Players Championship, for people who've been following this, they got that 17th hole on the island, and they got the 18th hole. It's got water down the left side. Really difficult holes. And they tuck on that island, they tuck it back in a corner where you can go at it, but it's a real small landing area. Cam Young hits it right in the right place, rolls it down to the hole, makes birdie on 17. Cam Young, who ends up winning the tournament, then hits one of the most impressive under pressure drives for a guy that hasn't won a lot. Hits a 375-yard drive right down the middle. And if you go too far right, you end up in the trees and the pine needles and the whole deal there, you're screwed. And then obviously if you hook it at all, you're in the water. 375-yard drive right down the middle, makes par, wins the tournament with 3 or 4 of the greatest, most clutch shots you can make on 2 holes. Just incredible. Went from a stroke down to going birdie par, and Matt Fitzpatrick, who had the lead, makes bogey because he hit it into the trees and couldn't get close enough, couldn't make the one putt, and ends up losing by 1 shot. Just under serious pressure, Cam Young comes through. For anybody can hit, and I know you hit it all the time and you try to get yourself in those situations, but this ain't out like practicing when you're hitting it on 18 and you're looking at water down the left side. It is, hell, it looked like the Blue Monster on that 18th hole going down that left side. Just crazy. And he hits 2 of the greatest shots you'll see. To where he landed it on 17 and that drive on 18 was just phenomenal. Just as good as you'll see. If you appreciate somebody really being so good at something, and that sport is the hardest sport to play. For me, that sport is by itself in frustration. Can't play it. I can't even play it well enough to have fun doing it with buddies.
It's a tough sport.
It really is.
You got to
right?
drink while you play, yeah.
You do.
Yeah, you have beers while you play, of course. Makes it more manageable.
But, man, it's
funny text from 561 here this morning. Guy says, just what the NBA needs, more teams full of guys who don't play.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah. That league between guys that don't want to play. We got Steve Kerr coming out and saying we need to play less games, which did he ask any of the guys on the team if they wanted to lose
pay cut
15-20% of their money, according to how many games they want to get?
Well, yeah, why would
they get
they?
rid of 12 games?
They don't play all the games anyway, and they get
some of those guys
pay.
making $600-700 a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just what I want to hear, Steve. Just get rid of them instead of sit here on the bench. Speak on behalf of yourself, Coach. Yeah, that was yeah. Who's got more issues right now in sport of all these things? Basketball, football, or baseball? I think hockey's in good shape. I do.
Well, baseball depends on where you live.
That's true.
If you live in LA, nothing wrong with that product.
No, but they're gonna
if you live down here,
they're gonna be going after them hard this time about getting a system in like the other sports have.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna ask Ohtani to give the money back?
Oh, Ohtani's not giving it. By the way, you guys have the money already?
Yeah.
They're going, whatever you want to do is fine, but I'm getting mine. I ain't giving any of this money back. We got a bunch of guys. How many guys in baseball making $400 or $500 million contracts? Including some of those guys that played last night. I think Guerrero got the big contract with Toronto, didn't he? He got the big boy contract. Soto got the big boy contract.
That's how it works. That's how the sport works.
No,
they pay whatever.
I was going to say most that lineup for, but it's the American team.
Not a ton of strategy involved in the way that sport works. I think that's the problem, right? When there's a salary cap, at least you got to decide who you want to pay. When you're the Dodgers, you just pay anyone.
The problem is the local contracts. Like Yankees have a huge contract.
Mm-hmm.
Dodgers have a huge home contract. We don't have one.
Yeah, because they have big markets of people that watch the games.
No, I get it. No. Lots
Advertisers
of history.
are probably willing to spend more money.
No.
to
I
advertise that
totally agree.
product.
Don't disagree. Huge market, the whole deal. I'm not disagreeing. I'm really curious with baseball to see, because you keep doing the same thing, getting young guys, develop them. How long you going to keep them? If they get too good, you can't keep them. Sandy Alcantara is probably wondering what's going to happen for a second or third straight year coming off Tommy John surgery. Right. By the way, that guy would have pitched. That guy pitched anytime for Dominican. He was all in on that tournament. All in on that tournament. Hey, we've got more stuff to get to here this morning, man. We got seeds all set up. The Canes open as a 7 seed in the West region versus number 10 seed Missouri. Hell, it's going to be like a home game for Missouri. They're traveled 2 hours to St. Louis for that first game Friday night at 7 o'clock. We'll talk more about that. And congratulations, the Florida Gators. Had a hell of a year so far and a number 1 seed. And UCF and South Florida also in the state of Florida in the big dance. Hey, more stuff to get to. Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, man. I just want to tell you, I've been talking about Michael Kotze for a long time. 30 years of experience, and it's about great service. That's how I can tell you. Great service, man. And I want to talk about some things people are going through right now. Credit card debt, and it's upside down, and you're a mess. Going, how long can I keep this going? You need to consolidate it and get it paid off. Behind in property taxes, HOA dues, assessments, judgments, liens. Again, there's a lot of different ways to do this. I like the reverse mortgage. If you're 62 or older, you and your spouse, and you have a lot of equity in that home, you've been living there a long time, you'd love to get that second and take care of it, get some things paid off. I will tell you, man, it's a great way to do it. Michael Kotze can get it done half the time the big banks can, does great work with it. First-time home buyer programs with little money down. He's got that set up for you. You can just go so many different ways of things you want to get and pull some money out of your home to take care of some bills or get some investment properties. Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage does, again, to get you the best rates, get you approved, get you that money quickly. That's what it's all about. Great service, 7 days a week. Go to Google reviews on the web. First of all, go to Choice Mortgage Reviews. See what they're saying about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. The man works 7 days a week. You can call or text him, 561-441-2730. It's 561-441-2730, MLS 166254. Rates and terms are subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender, 30 years of experience. Anything you need, Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage can get it done for you today.
Joe, it is giveaway time officially here. You ready?
Yeah, what do you have
We
for
have
us, Woody?
opening day tickets here for the Marlins and Rockies. This is right around the corner. You've been pumping this thing up all day here.
What's the
And,
best opening day giveaways they've ever had?
fantastic. Yeah,
Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
They always have great stuff over there, but this is big. This is opening day.
We always say the marketing team over there, they're doing everything they can. I know a lot of people go, well, that's great, but what about the baseball? Trying to build it young and talented, but the marketing department is fantastic.
So we'll go caller number 5, 305-567-0560, and you will be in. You will be going to opening day on March 27th against the Rockies.
And the first 25,000 fans through the gates will receive the first ever Marlins opening day bobblehead featuring Kyle Stowers. We got to get a couple of those for the kids, Woody. We got to get a couple of those for grandkids and kids. That's a nice little giveaway.
You work your connections.
And they got the post-game fireworks show on top of that. Go to marlins.com/opening day if you don't win the tickets here. But that is going to be for value. That's pretty cool. And
you a fireworks guy?
I do love the fireworks.
Yeah.
I do. I went to a wedding down in the Keys.
They had fireworks.
They didn't have it, but another wedding had it next to it. There are 2 weddings going on.
Mm-hmm.
And the timing of it. So I didn't know what,
So they stole the fireworks show from the other wedding?
Well, they instilled it. So we had 2 locations on the water.
Wow.
Probably
So they just used it. Okay.
So we're sitting there and everybody finished and the dance and the music stopped and the party was like whatever time it was.
Wow.
And it was like just as the music stopped, the fireworks went off.
Yeah.
And everybody's running up to the families going, oh my God, you guys this is unbelievable. I would have just owned it.
Yeah, of course.
But these guys, they went, no, we just happened to time that. As we're finishing ours, they're doing fireworks and finishing theirs.
No, you can't.
So we got this fireworks show out on the Atlantic Ocean, down in the Keys, and Isla Mirada was unbelievable.
That's where you tell people, you know what, look, it was really expensive, but we wanted to have fireworks. We had to do it.
Yeah. We wanted to. And by the way,
I have no idea what it costs to do.
I don't know either, but it didn't go on for like 2 minutes.
So it was a full-blown show.
Oh, it was. It looked like 4th of July in Plantation. Or down at the Biltmore. Hell, I just did one down at Biltmore last year, and that show was 4th of July. That's first class down at Biltmore. Except for all the politicians have to tell you how great they are and all the great things they're doing. But besides all those speeches they all give from the mayor on, unbelievable. Just so good. And that show, and so we're all looking at each other and we're looking over at the fathers. And I go, we didn't do it. Hell, just take it, man. It's yours. And their wedding was unbelievable to start with. All right. So we got a lot of stuff to get to here this morning as we continue on. And the World Series. I'm never going to say anything's bigger than a World Series Game 7. Never. And Toronto and the Dodgers just played one of those games. And it was a hell of a game. I will never say it's there. But I got to tell you, for an event that has nothing to do with the regular season of Major League Baseball, the USA and the Dominican Republic, who had been hitting home runs like just batting practice, the way they've been hitting home runs in this tournament so far, and the United States, what a game. And you had great players from the top of the lineups down to the bottom, pitching staff. I mean, it was just absolutely loaded with great players and some just great baseball, just across the board. Guys
Speaking
getting
of great
thrown out.
baseball, real quick, sorry to interrupt you. Bill from Sunrise took the tickets today, so if you're trying to call, we'll have more tomorrow.
Oh, good.
I don't want to make people keep calling here, but continue on, please.
No, I got you. No, I was just going to say, saw a great catch over the fence to rob Judge from a home run, and he watched it. He thought he got it. He was ready to got it, and he makes a throw from right field to third base. That is
tournament's been awesome. And by the way, coming off of maybe the best World Series I can ever remember.
That was a pretty
watching.
good one. Go Toronto every day of the week against LA.
They lost.
No, I know, but you're always rooting for Toronto over to beat the big bad Dodgers. All that money they're spending. They spent more this. They got everybody.
Yeah, I know, but Ohtani, man.
Ohtani.
Always root for him.
Ohtani's good.
He is so likable, isn't he?
Yes. By the way, you see how his teammates treat him? It's pretty obvious. Even with those.
Yes.
And they got, listen, they got some great pitchers, Major League Baseball, the Japanese team. But he is.
Did you see these guys have been practicing all over town, by the way? I guess he was at FIU or something, Ohtani. And then Yamamoto, I'm pretty sure I was Key Biscayne, that big park they got over there. He was just throwing pitches in the middle of the park.
Just doing.
Nobody knew who. I don't think anyone recognized him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But they got a video of the guy just throwing pitches.
I know one thing. When he hits them,
it's unbelievable.
There's no question. Like he hit one. And Judge, they almost went the same spot on their home runs on different nights.
Mm-hmm.
Shohei Ohtani's was 420 or 430. Ended up on the grass.
Not to tie this into gambling, but the Shohei Ohtani anytime home run is the most electric bet in all of sports.
Is it?
It's so much fun. It was plus 220 the other night.
He just
it was awesome. You know right away. They're dumb enough to give him a pitch like that.
You know, he is clearly we saw a lot of the great players in baseball last night. We did. But Ohtani is clearly the best player in baseball. On a team full of great players, too. He is. You can't say that in a lot of sports. He is clearly the best one in baseball. We've got a lot more stuff to get to. Hey, we got to flip it over to a little football. Omar Kelly is going to join us. Miami Dolphins have been busy adding to their roster, giving some guys that have had some success in the league a second chance that are still young guys. We'll talk to Omar about the Miami Dolphins and John Eric Sullivan, the general manager, and what he's doing with this team. That's coming up next.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Loctite Impact.